We live.
Alright,
I'm about to get him a camera. What's up, y'all?
you gonna get on camera? Ain't nobody on here yet.
Hey man, they can go back and watch that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, that's not you on camera.
That's me making an appearance. OnlyFans style with a hand. You dig?
You gotta give them your OnlyFans name, man. Goddamn, they trying to.
My OnlyFans name is Black Boy Joy.
That's wild.
OnlyFans style with a hand.
You gotta give them your OnlyFans name, man. Goddamn, they trying to.
My OnlyFans name is Black Boy Joy.
Turn it down, turn it down.
All I'm saying is you just probably got the best.
You about to say that shit.
I don't know nobody in here yet, but let's hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You hear me?
Well,
It's the vacuum. It's emptying out. It's emptying out all the shit it collected. Get on the gram. Let me make a post. We on the gram. We on here. What's going on? We live, baby. Facts and cap. We live. Get on there. Talk, chat, all that shit. Link. Yep. Cut. Nice.
Migo, you drink?
nah.
Damn, I forgot we live.
What that mean? I could drink live? Not drinking.
Chill.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Yeah, y'all make a post. We about to get started. Put one on the Facts and Cap page real quick. Text it out. Episode 108. You know what I'm saying? About to get it started. Alright. Link here. Alright. We live with the link.
Yeah, we got a fan, Google.
You said what?
You got a fan?
Man, that shit. You hot?
Yeah. That's the lights, dog.
Nigga, it's one light on.
Nah, that's cool. What that said? A beans.
Yeah, soon.
Whoever walk through the door, just know we strapped.
Yeah, we on live, man. You can't be talking about it. Actually, nah, we good. We got L's.
Alright. We live and direct. Ain't got niggas ain't got nothing to say. Y'all ain't gonna entertain the people.
Man, I'm trying to hit the people.
What's up, all the people?
YouTube.com/Superboy.
Even though nobody there.
Twitch.com.
Oh, we got two people watching. What's up,
man,
two
you gotta
people?
start getting on camera if you gonna goddamn shout your shit out. Laid back creation though, y'all need any edibles, hit me. Laid
All your
back.
logos, flyers, mixtape covers, banners, branding projects. You need somebody to move something from one state to another. We're not going to disclose what it is, but I'll move it.
We waiting for our guest to come up the stairs, man. We about to get it popping. Hold on, give me 2 minutes. We about to get it popping. I'm sending out text right now. I'm sending out the text.
Money in the building. Straight from
Yeah,
Dubai.
there go the gas right there. What up, dog?
I'm sliding between y'all.
You come sit right here. What's good with you?
What up?
See, you said you got down turning up today, huh?
You know,
A little something,
a little something light.
I feel
Tequila. Don't do me like that.
It's made for y'all. Tequila made for women. I don't know how niggas drink that shit.
I don't know what he's trying to say. I didn't really like that.
No, I do think there's a few
Tequila is
something
like
in water or
made
something.
for estrogen, like testosterone and tequila don't mix together.
That's why niggas be getting fat, because y'all don't be drinking tequila.
That's not accurate.
All that other liquor be having
Tequila
bad
different.
sugar in it.
Alright, but that's besides the point.
I'm just saying, if y'all.
Tequila is not made for our body. It's not our fault that it was made with so much sugar.
It's crazy because y'all gonna drink it anyway.
What, tequila?
Yeah, if the women are there, y'all gonna drink it. Y'all,
Niggas
you're
is
gonna
gonna
bring
drink.
brown.
Niggas is always gonna drink.
Y'all gonna
I will bring 2 bottles.
what the women drink.
A bottle of brown and a bottle of tequila. That's like,
Niggas drink tequila though.
like every time I try,
I don't know what's
every time I try, I be like, yo, this shit gotta get out of my body. That's the only time I throw up.
You really be throwing up on
I
tequila?
make myself throw that shit up.
No, you make yourself or you throw up.
No, I make myself.
You the first person I ever heard who's like tequila make me
That shit
throw
gotta,
up.
no, it don't make me throw up. I make like this shit gotta go. That shit don't.
I
feel
can
right
drink
on my
tequila.
stomach.
It's just
I feel like
the
you probably
taste.
gonna get yourself
Few.
prepared to drink
I don't. It's just the
tequila.
I ain't
taste.
gotta prepare myself to drink no yak.
Well, there's all that sugar. What else do you need besides food? Like,
Most time I just drink it.
We
all
got
them
Eric
calories.
Saint in the building. Shout out to Eric Saint. Shout out to Eric Saint. We about to get started, man. Y'all ready to get
We gonna be on
started?
time that 1 week.
We good. We Gucci. I ain't doing nothing. Shit.
I am.
All right.
you got shit to do.
Hey,
Yeah, you got to go.
get
Anyway,
get to starting.
And you gotta be there at that time, or you got.
Hey man, let's ride.
Oh damn.
Let's ride. Let's go.
yeah, Fast Cat Podcast episode 108. We back, baby.
So motherfucking 108.
We got Sans in the building. Give it up for Sans. Give it up for
Current
Sans.
guest. Shouts out to
guys.
Money.
Yes,
I haven't been here in a while.
Yes, it's been a while.
Where you been at? Show
Where's
listen.
my invite been at?
It's an
Hell.
open
Yeah,
invite.
open
Shit,
invite.
just say you want. Just say
pull
when
up.
you want to come. You here. You know what I mean? We just that simple. That's
I
easy.
guess. I guess.
You know what I mean? So let's talk about Quando Rondo first. Y'all want to talk about Quando Rondo? Because I think last week, right after we wrapped up the podcast, some shit happened to him. Some reports came out that Quando Rondo was shot and his friend was shot. His friend was murdered. People thought it was in Savannah, then people thought it was in Atlanta. Turns out
Did Quando Rondo get shot?
that's what we're about to get
Well, I was
to.
just about to say.
It
What?
turns out Quando Rondo did not get shot.
Oh wow.
Nah, it was about 20, around like 15 to 20 bullets that went their way. But his homeboy, Lil Pablo, he got a lot of the bullets and he ended up passing away in the back seat. They were in LA at a gas station.
Damn.
Yeah. So Lil Pab died. This was in rush hour traffic on a Friday afternoon over by the Beverly Center, like one of the busiest malls in LA, like in Hollywood. And I guess you can get hit up anywhere. It's kind of like LA. It's kind of like, Lenox. Like, you go to Lenox, you can get hit up at Lenox. It's like LA, you can get hit up anywhere. People is trying to say gang politics. They screaming, oh, OTF slid for Vine. They screaming. People are saying this because he ain't check in with the Crips.
Niggas love claiming bodies.
Yeah, that turned into a whole challenge.
That's
Like where
crazy.
niggas was doing a Quando Rondo challenge because the news had footage of Quando Rondo grieving and mourning right there when he realized they pulled his homie out of the seat onto the floor. He realized like my homie gone. He screams like no. So then you got people.
That's what made me ask if he got shot. Cause I was like,
Nah, he ain't
there
get
had to
shot.
be a lot of adrenaline, or he really
Yeah.
didn't get shot.
So now the people was making fun of him in the situation.
That shit crazy.
It just got ugly. What y'all think about this whole
I
situation?
never understood why people making fun of that. Like, as far as like him screaming and shit.
Yeah.
His partner just got killed. Like, how he like.
Well, you know the whole Chicago.
That shit is a wild.
No, I ain't talking about like
That
the
shit is like
ops.
the Wild Wild West.
I'm talking about like just
Regular people.
Regular people.
You know,
like,
I feel like
so desensitized.
yeah,
to
I was just
death,
about to say that. Like,
crazy.
I think anybody that's probably like under our age is really desensitized to like what be going on like YouTube and shit. Like when people be getting shot and shit, like I can't watch that.
Yeah.
I cannot watch people get like stomped out or be getting killed.
it's a trigger, man.
But people really watch it and they don't think nothing about it. They don't.
entertainment.
Yeah, I mean they be like, oh look what happened. Like I don't want to see that.
That's scary to think.
To think that people don't. It doesn't bother you.
There's no empathy, and then it's like that's serial killer shit.
Very much serial killer, psychopath. No, for real, it's very much psychopath.
Raising a whole bunch of killers.
Yeah.
People who don't care about it.
Yeah.
It just don't move them.
It's even crazier the ones that either claim or actually do the killing and be excited about that shit and go tell on themselves. That's the part that really, to me, is like
That's
y'all
definitely
niggas
some
is
Chicago
dumb.
shit.
Like I mean, like them, the Florida niggas that be doing it. Like,
I think that's young nigga shit.
Yeah.
Like very.
I think
very
it's
young.
just. I think that
you know,
Chicago,
older
their
niggas
culture
ain't-
is so addictive
trying to
at
tell
this
on
point
yourself.
that everybody's kind of took that from the Chicago culture. Because even like when you see, like you said, the Florida people like Young and Ace and all them, they have said in interviews that they got it from the Chicago shit. Yeah, I think it's crazy, and I think it's important to point out like. The fans be on Dirk ass, like trolling him, saying, go slide for Vaughn, you still ain't slid, you still ain't killed him. And then you see what happened when a nigga actually like do some shit, these niggas get the pointing. Like, oh, he did it, like pointing the police in the direction of the nigga that you encouraged to go.
I might be gonna lie.
Slide.
Dirk would be a fool to go do some shit like that. Regardless if Vaughn is like his right hand, like
Yeah.
he can send a message, he can do whatever he gotta do, but him sliding, like trying to be there or be involved in that, like we see what the fuck going on. Like
So-
these niggas are trying to rap niggas, they're trying to take niggas down.
That's a fact. You know the internet rumors.
Right.
These are just rumors. They saying that it was a collaborative effort because they say that it's a nigga named Brick Baby. He part of Rolling 60 Crips, and we all know Quando claimed Rolling 60s. But Brick Baby is the type of nigga like he don't respect like out of towners gang banging unless you come back, come check in and drop money, all kind of shit, right? So and he has a relationship with Dirk, like a public relationship. So people are saying it was kind of a collab effort. Like it was like hey,
I feel like sometimes they kind of push that kind of narrative. Like we will never know if Dirk has something to do with it or not, but
yeah, that's facts.
I would hope he would just be low key.
I would hope he would be a little smarter.
Right,
than
a little
that.
smarter than that to have a nigga that you're publicly.
Dirk
out
do a
with.
lot of talking in his records though. He put
That's the only, not excuse, the only thing I can understand if I was a kid. Like I can relate to if I'm a child, like a middle schooler. I'm listening to talking about slide for your homies. You on songs talking about some don't wear an RP shirt if your nigga killer's still stuck. And then you're being responsible. Now you pushing forward. It's kind of like you confusing me. You know, you confusing the message. As an adult, I understand it's just entertainment.
It's entertainment.
That's why we tried to tell 21. It's not just entertainment.
That's
bro.
influencing. You know, you're young.
When we were young, what was we listening to? Was we listening to niggas talking about sliding on?
Nah, it wasn't like that. It wasn't.
Niggas was getting shot. And
You know the most.
Let
Let me ask you something too. I meant to write this down. I meant to write this down because I know me and you, we big 50 fans,
Oh god.
and I know we've been asking. You know, we've been asking shit like, was Tupac snitching and shit like this. So I'm listening to Mini Man.
That nigga 50.
And he goes, Homo shot me 3 weeks later. He got shot down.
He did.
Is that snitching? He put it out there.
Is he? I don't think that's snitching.
That's
Though.
how your hand say who got him?
Yeah.
He said Homo. Homo's a real person. That used to be Mike Tyson's bodyguard. It's a whole documentary.
Say the line one more time.
He said Homo shot me 3 weeks later. He got shot down.
But,
He said he got killed.
he didn't say he did it.
Homo
almost dead now.
shot me.
That's not snitching.
Yeah,
That's
so,
what
but
I'm
now
saying.
he got shot down. Like basically that's repercussion. But I don't think he was snitching.
Now remember his logic. I'm just asking. I'm not here to say what's not. I'm just saying.
Logic. If a nigga just speak on it, it's
If you
snitching.
speak on it,
Yeah, but
If the nigga
so let
dead
me. I originally stated if you any cooperation or any dry snitching is snitching, but
with
from
the
what
police, you saying?
with the police,
Right.
but from what I understand, it's starting to come out. I ain't no street nigga like a pass is snitching on the dead because there ain't no repercussions from that. But in real life, that's not true because people can have co-defendants, other stuff. You don't know what ramifications you can have after that. So I still think it's
You
snitching.
said,
I don't
if you
think
say
that's-
one
I don't
name,
think- I
that
don't-
line is not snitching.
I don't think that's snitching though. This particular instance that Justin bringing up, I don't think that's snitching. Just because that nigga shot 50, but we don't know who shot his bodyguard. Like, we don't know who shot him.
No. Oh, you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It sounds good on wax. Like it's like, yeah, this is what happens when you come for a nigga like me. I get it, but it's like
Was that public knowledge that the bodyguard shot him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no. I mean, when he said it,
at that time,
I
no.
mean, he said it on the record.
After that, I think it's public
Put it like
knowledge
this.
now.
Put it like this. At that time, doing something like that on the record was kind of like unheard of.
But I don't know if you ever saw 50 Cent went on like a white TV show. I don't know if it was like Regis and Kelly or some shit. And they asked him like, so about him basically being shot 9 times. And I guess they asked what happened to the killer. Like, is he in jail? And he was like, oh,
Yeah.
he's pretty much
Yeah.
unalive. And I mean,
I think that was definitely public knowledge that the killer was dead because he said that anyway. But I
He
actually
never identified the killer.
Yeah, I'm looking at the. I was
got you.
watching a documentary on the Homo nigga that he's saying that shot him.
what documentary?
I just be on YouTube finding shit. You can just type in Homo Mike Tyson
I love a good documentary.
security guard, and they were just explaining like basically the whole thing, and they were saying like, yeah, Homo's the one who shot 50 Cent. So it's kind of like if you go back and listen to the record, you like, damn, he kind of put that. That was one of the first people who actually put
First of all,
something that personal
that nigga was dissing everybody.
on wax. Yeah.
He was dissing everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
So
remember Pac.
Hey.
Pac kind of. Y'all niggas shot me.
Pac was kind of bad because Pac was just like on some shit like
feel like
Biggie knows who shot me.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't really know
they
who
won't
shot
tell
him.
me what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't really know who shot him. I feel
And
like
then he was saying like why he was like in the news like when the rape case was going on.
he was shooting strays. He was just shooting strays at whoever.
He was like, why these niggas not in court with me? They was there. Yeah, he was kind of snitching.
That's kind of
y'all feel like Pac was a street nigga?
I mean, 6ix9ine.
We had a conversation. We said Pac was the first 6ix9ine.
That shit kind of.
It's kind of.
We said Pac was the first
My
6ix9ine.
bad.
If you think about their similarities, and then we gonna move on. But if you think about the similarities, they both became gangbangers late in age, right?
How old was Tupac?
They both.
He was old as hell. He was old.
Pac was in his 20s. Pac was in his 20s.
If you're older than like 14, 13, you're an old gangbanger. Because after that, you know better.
Yeah,
You
Pac.
shouldn't be influenced.
Pac became blood in his 20s.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So then he.
God bless
You
the
start
dead.
playing juice and
You
everything.
gotta
Like
understand, like
Yeah.
they both kind of had that mental where they was like they felt like they was tough, like super
Niggas
tough.
found the family. That's what they
I
want.
don't disagree, but it's just like at 20
we
though.
both can make a case that they kind of was snitching. Well, we know what 6ix9ine.
Tupac
was.
ain't snitch.
We can make a case.
I'll put
that
it like this. I don't feel like Tupac is quite 6ix9ine only because I feel like he may have really been about what he was talking about. Maybe.
I think that in 6ix9ine head, he thinks that he's about what he talking about.
I think that's mental illness.
That's why I say this.
I think what you're saying is one is mental illness and one might
But
be
look,
true.
this is why I say this. Like, if you look at like just interviews from people that was around Pac, the Bloods that he was hanging with and shit, them niggas some niggas will tell you like he wasn't that. He was just a nigga we was protecting. Like he was just like the kid we was protecting.
Protecting.
So that's why I just think it's a lot of similarities. Put it like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But let's get to Offset.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man, we had a QC civil war going on.
I'm gonna just say this: reunite the Migos, bring them niggas back together, cause
It's getting interesting. So
or free set.
He free.
He free,
I mean,
but
to him, he say he free.
yeah, I
It
mean,
sound like it's
Don't
going.
tell P that.
All right, so for those who don't know, Offset, it came out through P. He put up a actual tweet, and it said the last lawsuit was filed publicly and dismissed quietly. Let's see how this one go. Been too real for all the lame shit. Everyone knows the real problem, right? So everybody already starts speculating. We all know that the Migos, the only person that sued QC was the Migos, right? So he's saying who the real problem. Everybody already know. Let's look at Offset and when he say that.
ain't right because the niggas is split.
So Offset comments and says, "Niggas act like I'm the problem. I pay millions to get my rights back. Nigga, you blackballed me. I ain't said shit one time, homie. I ain't spoke to you in 2 years, and now I want to drop, and you want your name on my credit, right?" So that was interesting. They went into detail or whatever, like the media outlets. He's saying, Offset is saying that he bought himself out of his contract for his solo rights in 2021 January for millions of dollars, and he's basically saying that P is trying to renege on the situation. Now, I tend to believe what Offset is saying, like some kind of agreement happened. But
QC made a statement too about that.
QC said that never happened. They called it
I
cap.
said cap.
Now,
So that nigga is
I'm
signed.
gonna throw this out here.
Right.
I'm gonna throw this out here, and then I'm gonna ask for y'all opinion. I'm gonna throw this out here. Duke Deuce,
Yeah, I saw that.
that's Offset's artist,
I did see that.
signed through QC. He came out there and pretty much said
He can't drop no music.
he pretty much said that because allegedly they say Offset
He
bought his like
Rights.
his rights to or some shit. I don't know, but he Duke said it's not QC.
right.
It's not anybody in QC.
right.
That's
Making
holding
it
me
sound
back.
like it was said.
Basically, essentially saying like it's
It's set.
Well, it sounded like he paid to get his rights out, and he bought that nigga too. It had to be some type
I know
of
he's still
guarantee
signed to
on
QC. I don't know what he bought out for his artists or whatever,
Right.
but I know he's still signed to QC because he's dropping music still under the QC umbrella.
Right.
I'm just saying, what do y'all think about this situation? Like, is it like how?
I think it explains a lot. It really explains a lot when you talk about like
What do you think it explains?
why.
They split?
It explains why from the optics about how Migos been moving.
I can see that.
You know, like just
Why is two over here and one over here?
Two over there, one over there. How originally there was a lawsuit. There was some type of public shit. He said it was public. That all three of them were standing on that. It seemed
Agreed.
like.
They were. Before the last album dropped, and then it was kind of like
it kind of went away. It was cool, but you never seen the Offset kind of embrace anybody else from that camp. And now you see Neff and Few come out, and you wonder why. Oh yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Take off solo album.
But so now you start thinking that's Brandon because they doing their own thing. So it's like him being solo is business. It seems like, and it stems from whatever situation's going on there.
I don't really know how like the rap industry works, like when you're in a group and then when you try to go solo. So that's really like my question. Like if we're under the Migos umbrella and we're putting music out as Migos,
Usually
you have the rights to that. But do you have the rights to me?
Like usually,
Probably
like
so.
if you
Contract,
sign
so
I'm
too.
smart. I'm
usually
signing
they said the way that it works.
Everything.
I watched somebody break that shit down today. They said usually
child rap. I want.
the way that it works is if you sign to a label as far as a group, usually they tend to sign you as a solo artist as
too?
well. Yes.
That's
They probably learned their lesson.
They made
I feel like Seth might have knew early.
Yeah, and it sounds like that maybe they get a certain because all they talking about being on the credits. I don't think they getting a large percentage of that, but he trying to break away completely.
They said that Pete was getting 50% of the profit.
I mean, I'll put it like this. I feel like if you're getting 50% of the profit from the Migos, that's all our old stuff. And then I want to break away as an individual artist, and then you get 50% of that too. That's wild. But I get it if you
on top
signed
of your
it.
label, the main label,
Yeah, they still get their cut.
is getting their cut as well.
So we're getting probably 20%, maybe like.
Then you gotta break that down between 3 people. Like
three
if he's in
people,
a group.
taxes, whatever else. Like, I feel like maybe what happened with Set is maybe like a Cardi B kind of, because I feel like he put Cardi B in a position to kind of help her with her logistics of her getting signed, and then I feel like on the other side she was like, "Hey, this shit might not be moving
because you know
the way you want it."
She used to be,
but she's not anymore, right? Man, but I think that's I think that was really what it was. Yeah, this is a bad deal. Like this might not be it, and so she may have went to her husband, pillow talking, like,
hit that
hey,
like button, y'all. Go ahead.
Hit her husband like, hey, this might not be what's best for you as an artist, period. Like, you might can't get out of your Migos shit, but if you're gonna do artists by yourself, like music by yourself, then just do it. Mm-hmm. So,
but my thing is, it's
fucked up.
It's like.
When are niggas gonna start reading their contracts?
In that sense, is like, why drop singles if you're not completely sure you're out of it? Like, you know.
Well, yeah, that's my question.
Like, why not?
There.
Like,
how do everybody is dropping?
If you signed your contract.
Yeah, they dropping on the same day.
Like, we about to get to all of that.
That shit is crazy.
Don't worry.
You still gotta make money.
My question is this though.
I'm just saying, you just make sure you're
Wait. My question is this though. If this happened and you spent millions in January 2021, I'm sure there were lawyers involved, all kind of shit. How do we get to this point to where they still even can claim shit? Like, did you not? Read something? Is there some kind of
Alright, so I'm looking at the credits on here, and it don't look like QC on this.
You may have to dig a little.
Does it say Motown?
Yeah.
Then it's QC.
No, Motown is the deal that he just signed. He's going
directly through Motown. They're signing Motown.
But I was just about to say, but I think QC is under the Motown umbrella.
Yeah, but it should say quality control.
QC control.
Now, he's suing them, so I'm confused. I'm a little confused too.
I get it. You do need to eat. You do need to, make your bread. But
you gotta make sure your ducks aren't.
But I feel like that he may be one of the only few in the group who has something else going on outside of the group as far as fashion is concerned. Like, go make your bread somewhere else. Like the music, you need to let that work itself out before you start dropping music every Friday to lead us up to an album or EP, and then they're gonna take 50% of, or take a percentage of it. You don't want them
to selling court.
Or have to go back to court to fight for it. Like,
what did y'all think about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
I like the song. It wasn't like the best.
Why you looking like that, Sam?
You know what?
It wasn't the best.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I really fuck with Migos. I do not fuck with this individual shit they got going on. I just don't. They all have what they're good at.
Bring it back together.
So when I hear Set and he's rapping, and I'm like, this nigga is really rapping, but the hooks is not hitting. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I hear Quavo and Takeoff on their hook, and I'm like, this shit is crazy.
But they need that.
But they don't have nobody rapping, and then Takeoff is in and out doing his own thing. Like, it's a group for a reason.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that's what's missing on 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like the hook.
I felt like the whole. It was a whole minute.
Set was really rapping on the track he dropped today. Whatever.
Oh no, that's
we about to get to that.
But I don't like the hook. And I'm okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I listened to it twice. I couldn't find
the hook. You couldn't find the bridge. You can't. It's like, okay, you're a rapper. I get it.
Moneybagg rapped his ass off.
They all rapped very well. He rapped. They both rapped very well. But it's like, where's
whose track was better today?
DJ Khaled.
The Moneybagg, yo.
Facts. I feel that. He did.
Who got the best track for today?
I'm giving the edge to Set barely. Only because I really don't like the beginning of the shit with Quavo and.
No, not that one. We gotta talk about the other song, the one Neff and Few.
The hotel shit.
I didn't like Big Stunner. I didn't like the hook, and I was really hoping. I was hoping it was gonna be a spinoff of Number One Stunner with Birdman on it. I was hoping, and then
I didn't like the hook.
I didn't either.
It was like Stunner.
I didn't like that shit.
It's like I ain't never heard Quavo so off key, but. It sound like they made that shit last
week.
They was like, Set about to drop. We gotta drop something. We gonna make this shit now.
Yeah,
we ain't getting it mastered.
So are we saying? Let's get the shits. Are we saying is this a business fallout? Like, hey,
Yes.
y'all,
Yes.
like, from a Migos standpoint.
No.
I think some of it is personal from other shit.
That sounded personal. That
I'm gonna be
business,
honest
like,
with you. This is what I'm
you
saying.
dropping this out?
I don't know if they're going to be able to reconcile
That's the
while
question.
everybody is still dropping right now.
That's the question.
I think that
Also, publicity stunt type shit too.
I don't know if it's publicity.
I don't think it's publicity, bro.
From what we heard, that shit ain't publicity.
What we heard,
Ain't
said?
no bad publicity.
Okay, so let me say this.
Don't throw me in. Don't throw me in.
We about to get to all that. We moving too fast. We moving too fast. Hold on.
Alright.
You know y'all got music coming out, but you
throw me under the
most
fucking
rap
bus.
music. So what would y'all do? Start some drama.
So you're saying that you think that it's good business what they doing?
Yes.
Okay.
All publicity is good publicity. Period.
Okay.
I agree
I
with
get
that.
that, but
So-
the-
But all music ain't good music. And that's where I'm at with it right
They
now.
gotta keep their names rolling. Hey,
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it right
So
now.
this wait. So let me say this: the business thing between P and
shouldn't
Offset,
fuck with-
that's not no new shit.
Right. That's been beat.
We ain't seen them ever since the altercation with
At the
Baby
club,
at
right,
the conference.
right, not for
we
real.
ain't seen them together, right?
To promote 54321, you get on Twitter, you start some shit, boom.
I don't think he didn't start
It
nothing.
don't matter. It's on
P
Twitter.
put that out there.
It's
He
on
did.
trending topics.
I'll put it like this.
My
I
music
would
on
hope
Friday.
that somebody could mediate between just the group. Like, I'm not going to say it's ever going to get right back with P. And I don't know how you fix the shit with the
What
group.
up, Courtney?
If it's beyond...
What up, Derek?
If it's beyond what we say it is, if it's not about the music and it's not about the money and it's really some personal shit, I don't know how they get past that. As men, I don't
Alright,
know.
so
so-
label, they
so-
need to, once the contract is over, then that's
I ain't
that
gonna lie. If I'm P and I'm Coach K, they're not in a short contract.
I mean, they've been with them for a long time now. No, I'm saying,
What's a long time to you?
If I feel like I'm
I feel like you're giving baseball numbers, like 10 years
for
or
this.
some shit.
Like you sign what you sign. So like you feel like
But you re-signed halfway through, so they might have another. I don't either. But I just feel like the contract's not nowhere near up, which is why they're filing a lawsuit.
Yeah. And if I'm,
You know, niggas
Offset-
gonna stall out if you're almost done with your deal. We gonna give them one more album and we're out of here. 2 more albums and we're out of here. I feel like it's more than that.
Offset want to be like, oh, they want to hold me back. They want, it's kind of the plea, like the public, want public to give it around, let him go, freedom for his contract.
Right,
But
I agree.
I get it, the whole slave deal mindset, but at the same time, it's
When
like,
that nigga's gonna start reading.
Alright, so look,
I get
gotta
it.
be responsible.
So look, Cardi
Niggas be
B.
desperate.
Cardi
money.
B started getting online. She's been arguing with Barbs and shit all week.
Jesus, I seen that yesterday.
And
child.
the rumor is
Ooh,
out.
child.
A rumor is out that allegedly
Yeah.
Sweetie and Offset have had relations, and that may be the reason that the group broke up. I'm gonna be
you
out
say
here.
relations.
I'm gonna say that I've heard this rumor.
We've all heard this.
I don't have proof.
We've all heard
I don't know what's
some months
going
ago.
on. But Cardi was addressing this rumor.
I didn't see her. What did that?
did.
I saw her addressing some shit
she
with.
some shit, other shit.
Yeah, I heard her addressing shit with Nicki.
Y'all was wrong.
Well,
right, go ahead.
I put it on. I got it on one of my videos. You
got
a
the
bar
refresh my
said.
memory.
Hold on. I'm about to
I
pull
thought
it
that she
up.
was talking about Nicki and her husband.
No, bro.
I mean, she
Look.
said that too, but
I saw
She
that.
addressed it. She
But
addressed
the
it.
girl kept saying,
She
so
said
you
that the
gonna
girl-
ignore what I said and
Damn.
not speak on the whole Sweetie shit?
Nah, bro.
That's what she tweeted. I saw that tweet.
Hold on.
I don't know what else Cardi said, but that's the tweet I saw.
See, look, even right here on Billboard. This is Billboard. It says Cardi B fired back at Twitter troll who accused Offset of cheating with Sweetie.
This is just bad.
She said that she called her when I seen the tweet. She was like, "You're a liar." Now, you know Cardi B. She don't like that internet shit. The tweet got deleted.
Cardi shit or the
No, where the girl said that the tweet got deleted.
Of course.
We know Cardi hold a little weight. I'm sure she probably did what
a lot
she
of
did
weight.
because she be threatening to sue people. All
I
kinds of
love
shit.
it. Sue these
So-
motherfuckers that be lying. Sue their ass. Sue
Yeah, so
their
like,
ass.
if you can't find the tweet, I'm sure that people got screenshots
Yeah,
of it.
I'll find
That's
it.
probably why you ain't seen it.
I'll find it later. I'll find it.
They put that out there. My whole thing is,
I saw it. Like there was a Barb fan. I thought it was actually Nicki Minaj at first.
Everybody.
And then-
They be having her ass.
She was arguing that.
They be on her
They was
ass.
talking about some shit I didn't know, like party or some shit. But she was like, "Oh, what are your slut? You was talking about husbands, right?"
Yeah, I saw that
she said, "Oh, that's what your husband's fucking with Sweetie." Cardi responded, "Oh, you're a liar." Yeah. But she specifically was addressing everything else. She didn't like say, "I'll say fuck Sweetie," and she put like a screenshot of a conversation, and then the girl, the Nicki fan, was like,
when are you gonna address
Sweetie shit?
So she was basically like, "Hey, no, stay on task."
Stay on task.
Yeah.
Cardi kind of just swept it like, "You're a liar."
I
She
mean,
didn't specifically say.
I'm gonna put it like this: if you're married and something comes out like that about your spouse, and you don't know for sure if it's
Especially you got a history.
like you
gotta
have a
trust
partner,
it.
you have a partner who has a history of cheating. You
gotta
don't want to
trust
say
it.
they didn't do it,
You gotta trust
but you
it.
don't know if they did do it. It's kind of like, listen, I hear you, but we gonna kind of go to the next.
That's why I feel like she shouldn't have been.
Nah, at this point, I feel like
But you can't. But I feel like the way that the internet works, they gonna hop on her back because I feel like people want Cardi to divorce this nigga.
At
I
this
think
point,
that-
if she, they don't had a conversation. If he did it, she know the truth. I feel like, cause this shit has been going on too long
I agree.
for her not to.
It started before the summer came.
Niggas was in my DMs in May.
Yeah, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. It started before the summer came. That was spring.
We found out in May. This shit probably been going on at home.
I would hope they would have. They would have.
So she knows the truth. They
you know
done
what,
already done went through what they went through. She gonna defend her husband if she gonna stay. If she decided,
I think she's gonna defend her husband regardless if she gonna stay.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I did see her put up.
Cause she not trying to look bad.
Wait. Now this could be nothing. Now I tweeted back when Cardi B put this tweet out today, and I was like, "Why would you put that out right now? Why would you tweet this right now?" She put up a tweet and said, "People who parents got divorced as a kid, how did y'all feel about that?" No, I ain't saying that.
It may have nothing, but it could mean something.
But I was like, "Why are you asking?"
It's the internet. It's the internet.
That's bad. That's not good. I was like, "Why would she put that out there?"
That just screams 6 months from now.
We're gonna divorce.
Already filed for.
But
Once the storm is
I don't know if y'all heard before. She said she was gonna file for divorce before.
Yeah,
I mean,
she was foul.
Yeah, she's already filed.
So it's
already
like
been on Rocky, so we seen that with a lot of Carmelo.
But the whole thing is, don't embarrass me publicly. Now, the shit was cool when didn't nobody really know. You know, a few people might have known.
I mean,
Then when the shit hit the
but
internet,
I'll put it like this.
You don't know.
I feel like the blame, if that is true, it falls on your husband because
Yeah,
it's
of
like
course.
you. Not only did you just fuck a bitch and now it's public, you fucked your main man. You fucked his girl.
That's not even worse than that. Didn't they have problems?
That's
Didn't
my
Sweetie
question
and
here.
Cardi
That's
have
my
problems?
question.
I don't think they had. I don't think they had.
I
issues.
think I heard.
I don't think they had issues. I'm not. gonna put
Wait,
that
so
out
this
there.
is my question. If you're Quavo and you hearing these rumors,
I'm tight. I'm tight. Even though we
how
broke
do you
up.
feel about it? Do you
Nigga,
break
y'all
up
been-
the girl?
No, because
Them
but
back in the day.
you're still supposed to be my man though.
Nigga, I've been switching girls up.
No. We've been
How long has
switching.
nigga
We've been
switching
switching
girls?
girls, but not our main bitches.
No, he's trying to say, but you switched your rule when you was 16.
I get that, but this
18,
not. But this.
No,
is
I'm
your main
with you.
thing.
I'm with you. I'm saying niggas is
what-
30 now.
Did this happen while they
did.
were together? Did it happen when they were
I
together?
agree.
Because
I
they
agree.
wasn't
I'm
together
gonna
no
put it
more.
like this. I feel like this happened while the important part is it happened while Seth and Cardi was together.
That's not
That
working with the
not-
group. That's not.
That does matter because nigga,
It kinda does.
Because if you're my man and I bring a new bitch in and I'm cuffing her, I might be fucking other girls, but I'm cuffing her. This is my girl. You're married or engaged or you're on your reconciliation, trying to get your girl back on stage, pleading for your love, and then you want my bitch. This is crazy. This is crazy.
We want a worldwide tour. You pleading for your bitch.
Pleading for your bitch.
This is
bro.
for me to fuck with my bitch.
Why are you fucking with my bitch?
Goddamn,
Get that right.
The more important question
can't
is:
get right.
It doesn't
was you fucking my bitch while we were together, or while after we was done?
I would tell you, as niggas, I don't think Quavo cuffed Sweetie if Seth fucks her first. He
I'm
might.
saying after.
But it's
That's why it happened after. Because if that's your man and it's like, oh, I'm finna cuff her, it's like, bro, I already knocked that down. I don't know how.
I'm talking about if Offset for Sweetie after they broke up.
Why would you do that?
You fuck up.
You're still in trouble, my nigga. Why would you do that?
You get trouble at home, and that's not fucking up the group.
Nigga, you're fucking up. I care about that shit. Your ex-divorced wife.
If you divorced wife, your main man fucks her, you not gonna feel no type of way?
Hold on, say that one more time.
If your ex-wife and y'all have
your man
fucks your main man, your partner, and especially if you your ex-wife
And
left
this
on
was
back.
not married. This
it doesn't matter.
Ask you a
It
question.
doesn't. Is that your main bitch or
Finish
not?
the question. Go ahead.
If your ex-wife fucks your main man, you ain't no problem with that.
Where's the bro code?
I'm just asking you.
Where's the bro code? Where's the bro code here?
If you say you don't have a problem with
Somebody broke the bro
that,
code.
then that's your
I
thing.
mean, y'all niggas would know if that's the one.
You don't think
He said that's his first real relationship.
Yeah,
you don't think that's
He said in GQ when they did that cover, he said that they teaching each other
how to love each other.
you don't think he knew that? They're a power couple, bro. You don't think he knew that?
Listen, I put it like this: it's a lot of niggas out here who have wives or girlfriends or whatever that don't make the camera. They don't make the front stage. They don't make. It doesn't matter if they're artists or designer or whatever else.
And you also gotta take it to fact. Let me break this down.
That's the get back. She could be petty.
Wait,
doing that shit just to
Wait,
her.
wait,
I don't disagree.
Let me say this.
It's giving cancer in her feelings. That's what it's giving.
Listen, and you gotta look at it like this too. Not only that, you gotta look at it like
And he found out on TMZ or something.
You gotta look at it like this. Not only did I love this girl,
I bought her car.
I love this girl, but we also went through an ugly breakup. And allegedly she tried to
drag my name through the mud.
tried to make me look like an abuser. She tried to put my career on the line.
Yeah, it's problems with her.
And here you come, my homie who's married. Out of all the bitches you can fuck, you fuck my girl. So now I'm looking at it like you've been eyeing my girl the whole time. How long has been going on? You've been eyeing her.
Like, what's the motive there?
What's going on?
How did her
Now what Brandon is saying,
I feel like if he fucked up before, he would have said that.
She hit your DM?
Exactly. Now what Brandon is saying, and this is why I gotta say it's kind of wrong, is because I get what you're saying as far as saying like, nigga, this is how niggas been moving, switch your rule, da 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 da.
Not
But
when
at some
you
point,
get married,
They
niggas,
wasn't married.
Wait, time out, hold on.
not when you cuffing like
At
that.
some point, niggas is 30 now. They're not 18 no more.
Kids when they was doing that.
They not 19, 20. Trains ain't being ran. Niggas ain't really running trains at 30 years old.
It could be,
Niggas
but we're not running on my main bitch. Like, this is the girl I love. I'm
it's just
cuffing her in
kinda-
public. I done bought her a car. She done bought me some shit. I done iced her out. I done helped her get her career together. Like, I can't
What up,
just.
T?
You don't see me on war shows,
saying that-
James on her whack ass song. You know what I'm saying?
I'm wild.
You don't see me.
I'm not saying that the shit is right.
I'm not
saying that it's
I'm not
right.
saying
that it
it's
happened,
right,
but I don't
but
think it's enough to.
As
put the
men,
whole
where's
group
the
up.
bro code though?
You can't say that though.
Where's
You can't say
as
it's
men?
not
Where's
enough.
the bro code? That is enough.
You gotta look.
That's
Look.
enough.
Also look at it like this.
I tell you
Who
what.
has been who?
I tell you what.
Let's
One
say
of
like
my
this.
friends talk about they done fuck my nigga now and we done broke up. It's gonna be
Girl code is
sticky.
different.
No, but I just asked you where's the bro code and you ain't have no answer for me.
I mean, every nigga know it's that one or two.
No,
you
time
know.
out.
That's his.
Time out.
Brandon's saying that's not his 1 or 2. If
He said we don't know.
He's saying he don't know. He's saying he
That's
don't know.
cat.
No,
That's
it's,
cat.
I'm gonna tell y'all why it's deeper than just
That's
bro
cat.
code and all of that, right?
That's the
It's
opposite.
kind of
Crazy.
true. It's kind of true when P says Offset always been the issue. You gotta understand when they have been sacrificing a lot for Offset.
Ever
You
since
feel
we
me?
started, when
You gotta
jail-
understand. They came in, they saved money for him. He went to jail. When he went to jail, they didn't have to do that. They could have just signed the Gucci and left him out of the deal.
I agree.
They also
or they could have signed. They could have signed him, and then whatever he did after that.
you've been cheating on your wife. Your wife got issues. Your wife got issues with Nicki Minaj. It's fucking up the business. We probably can't associate with certain people now because of you.
Quavo and niggas still did that shit.
Listen, let me land. Let me keep going. That you act like that shit don't fuck up relationships.
That shit fucks up the business.
We can't collab with one of the hottest rappers in the game who signed to our label because of a beef you got with Lil Baby,
Right.
and they roll with you.
And he's the hottest nigga in the game.
Come on, man. They even tried to get off the label for you.
For you.
Right.
It's clear and obvious now.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So like, how much? At what point is enough enough?
So it's like
I feel
the
like-
nerve of you to fuck my bitch. This is all alleged now.
Yeah, I agree.
The nerve of you to fuck my bitch.
That's the last straw, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, this is it. This is the
The
end of
nerve of
it. I
you to
agree.
fuck my girl.
Allegedly. There you go. I agree.
A girl who tried to ruin my career.
talking about?
All I'm saying is,
Listen, it's all,
does it not make sense?
it's all,
Smash the hot Cheetos and honey buns out
it's
there.
all types of shit on the internet right now.
Sweet at that time.
Where he had a chain cut down for a bracelet for her. It's all over the internet.
Yeah, that's crazy. man.
But I feel like I said, Chris is going crazy.
I love this shit.
Where's
You saying that's never mind.
Can it be reconciled?
Yeah.
only if Quavo found another bitch that he really want to cuff? Like, I don't know. Like,
What you said? Quavo got smashed Cardi? What you say?
No. I did not say that. I did not say that. I didn't say that. I did not say that.
That's different because it's his wife.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I said Quavo has to find another bitch. Like another bitch that he needs to get married. Essentially, he has to marry his next bitch.
This is what I would say with the difference between the petty.
It has to.
From a male and female perspective.
Oh,
in my opinion,
no.
I feel like females would never get over that.
No.
Get over what?
Niggas definitely gonna get over it.
If your
Never.
homegirl smash
I'm never getting over that. I'm taking that to the grave.
Y'all never can get over that.
Well, you know what? I'm capping. I'm lying. Because if I get married or I marry another nigga
come up?
and I come up, it's over. I don't give a fuck.
Wait,
No,
wait. I'm not talking about all. There's always. I'm talking about the stereotype.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna lie. I think majority of women will not get over it.
I feel like men.
I feel like men just be getting over shit just to be friends.
Hey, in the chat, y'all let me know.
But sometimes it is that deep, and y'all say nothing is that deep, and it is that deep.
No, because niggas die.
Y'all want to stand on your principle for everything.
Niggas get killed over
your main bitch and it's not
Okay, are we together? We
It's business though.
And niggas always love to say that, but all business is not good business.
But let me.
If you gonna stab me in the back over a nigga, that may not be good business.
Let's look at all.
There's a million niggas out here and y'all are thirsty. Why are you fucking my old nigga? Why?
I get it. What you had to say?
I just feel like all the groups that fell out and reconciled, they all went through this shit.
I agree.
I think time heals.
That's what I said.
Period.
Time heals wounds.
This is what I
They
said.
fall out and then they just remember, bro, you was there for me here. You know, it's how you gotta weigh it out. And
I agree.
You don't feel as much, but time gotta do that.
See, this is what this is the
that.
thing though. This is the problem.
Yeah.
This is the issue with the group right now. Y'all are racing against time. People are already calling y'all washed.
Yeah.
Y'all just came back and proved that y'all can still sell records,
right,
and everything.
And now y'all beefing.
And then they were saying like, people in the camp was telling me like they about to drop back to back. They trying to get the momentum going. Now the momentum is basically stalled out. I think this might be a situation where it may take a couple years, and by that time it's like niggas is goddamn turning into reunion tours and all that other shit like that.
I put it like this though. For a long time, niggas have been counting them out. Like before whatever happened before Bad and Bougie, niggas said those niggas was finna be out of here, and then they dropped Bad and Bougie and they stuck around.
Yeah,
and then they dropped another track
the whole time.
Yeah, they been counting out for a while. So hopefully they can reconcile for the business or for the money or for whatever else. But I mean, I just.
We don't need new friends.
All right, let's move on. That was a good conversation.
Man, I hate that whole new friend shit.
Hey,
y'all bring new niggas around, man.
So I want to talk about celebrity daughters. I got two things to talk about. Celebrity daughters. We gonna get the Biggie daughter in a minute.
Nah, leave her.
Oh Jesus,
you said enough. You said enough.
Idris Elba. I seen something now. We all know what nepotism.
We both looking crazy.
So look, I'm about to break
I
down.
heard this story.
So we all know what nepotism is.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Nepotism.
For sure.
Give us a quick definition.
Nepotism is kind of like, you know how.
If I'm on, I'm gonna put my niggas on.
It's kind of like.
If I'm on, I'm gonna put my daughter on, my uncles and cousins.
So Walker's uncle and his mom have both been in the music industry.
For sure.
So they use them connections
to
get
name?
Walker.
Big Deb.
So they use those connections to get Walker in the game, right?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's what nepotism is, right? So this was a debate. Idris Elba was in a movie that just came out. His daughter wanted to have a role in the movie.
That Lion movie?
Yes.
I heard that shit fire.
He got her an audition. She didn't get the part.
Damn.
Allegedly she didn't speak to him for weeks because she felt like he could have did more. Do we agree or do we disagree?
I agree.
It depends.
I agree.
You feel like he could have did more?
I think it
don't know. I
depends.
disagree. I feel like
It depends.
he did what he was supposed to do. He got her the interview.
I agree.
He got her the audition.
I agree with that part.
She went in there.
Mind you, another black girl got the position.
I agree.
Go ahead.
It's
Like I'm saying, like if you
Surface.
you gotta go through that. You're not gonna get a role just because I'm your pops. And I'm not even trying to, because I heard during the audition, he treated her just like he treated everybody else.
As he should.
He was in the
Nigga, I already done got you a audition, and you may not be like that.
And they said even their relationship.
Tia said that's entitlement.
Like their relationship during the audition.
That's the perfect word. I think that is a perfect word.
Their relationship for the audition doesn't match for the part of the film. It just wasn't a match.
Or Diana Ross, your ass if the child ain't getting the role.
You gotta be good.
I agree with Brandon on surface level, right? Like, you know, that's, you just did what you think. But as a parent, I feel like you're supposed to push as much as you can.
If your child suck, your child suck.
But let me interject a little bit. I feel like if he, how much power he got to even put her.
I agree.
Did he produce the movie?
Even if he had all the power.
I disagree.
Even if he had all even if he had all the power, you put your rat kid on stage and that makes everything look bad. Not a whole movie whack because you can't.
No, save that for the Tubi movie.
Now this movie's a flop.
It's a flop and you make no money.
Okay, depends on budget.
Feel me? Like that's crazy.
If I'm up and coming, like,
It's fucking not a
you know, if I'm Tyler Perry and this is my first, if I'm
Diana Ross, your kids ain't
Listen, this is what it is.
I respect
Nepotism was me getting you an audition,
and you had
that's nepotism.
I agree.
That's nepotism.
I just
Put it
think
work. You know how many people
their whole life
don't get the audition?
They don't even make it here to the table.
the only thing is if you have the resources and the power.
Listen, I put it
and
like
it's not
this.
going to affect you financially, like to the point where it's an L.
Fuck that.
Or
You
your,
see how you gotta keep backtracking.
That's what it takes.
Like this, it's gotta do that.
That's what it
Listen,
takes.
I'm not gonna lie. If
I
it's
can provide you with all the lessons.
You can make her an
I can
extra.
provide you with all.
I'm
this.
saying if I'm a child and I want to act, and my daddy owns the
nigga,
studio,
let's get you some more acting lessons.
I'm only mad fuck you for the
She's
role.
like slick, almost grown. Like she's like 16, 17.
I'm only mad for
Oh, that's cool. You don't get to wait until
I'm
you
just saying from a child's
and
perspective.
as a parent, you don't get to wait until you 17 to tell me you want to act, and then I have to hold your hand through everything, and then you beat everybody else. Like,
She was
that's
mad.
crazy.
She was mad.
And you don't get to me for me.
She ain't talking on just
She did go to the premiere of the movie.
okay.
Yeah, they cool now.
They cool now.
She didn't.
Yo, this is straight bullshit.
I got my daughter. I'll be honest.
I already knew everything I just said.
If I was Idris Elba, I'd have been like, well, shit, we just ain't talking then.
Period. Because I did everything I could. What else do you want me to do? As a grown adult?
You know your kid a brat.
Nigga,
Sometimes you
your
gonna get
kid
mad.
already spoiled.
I might have
Already
slid a card for some
That sounds like a life lesson she needed to learn.
She agreed. Like, how many times do you think dad gonna come save you?
Nigga, that's motivation for the next movie. Oh, I bet you I ain't gonna miss the next one.
Yeah, like, what?
I bet you I ain't gonna
Are
miss
you
the next
gonna
one.
remember your lines?
Only thing I was saying is like if this was like if he owned everything, it's kind of
I
like
see if
put
you-
me on. We see that in every other business.
Nigga, if you file and
If
you
I'm the owner of a
Jaden
football
Smith
team,
on
these sons don't got no fucking no experience. They just automatically get grandfathered in
ask
into
yourself
management,
this. Ask
the
yourself
coaching.
this.
You know what I'm saying?
Michael Jordan is the most famous NBA athlete probably ever, right?
Okay.
His kids ain't shit. He ain't getting
Could
shit.
he get he
can't
get his
make
kids
them
no
into the
audition
league.
for no fucking NBA?
If I put like I guarantee you, if Marcus,
By the way,
or whatever the other child's name is,
Wow, she's 20. That's wild. If your dad
Marcus
acted on
said,
that's
"Dad,
wild.
I want a job
No, you
in
20
Charlotte. I want a
What?
job.
Okay.
You don't think you can get a
cool.
job?
Okay, listen.
That's different.
That's one thing.
That's my point.
Listen. I can
That's
teach.
what I was
I
saying
can
as
teach
a
you
basketball
business.
player.
I can teach you business. I can't teach you basketball.
Yeah.
There's some shit I can teach you. I can teach you maybe
I agree with y'all
to
there.
produce or to do something else.
I can't make you a good
I
actor.
can't make you a good actor.
I can't make you a good actor.
This, like you said, with Michael Jordan, his kids are terrible hoopers.
They're not terrible.
They're not good.
He
They're not
used
good enough to
nepotism
play
to
in
get them.
NBA.
He used
They were
nepotism to
high
get them
To get them
scholarships.
scholarships.
Them niggas are good, bro.
Nah,
In high school,
nah. I could tell you somebody that hooped
They was both left-handed.
and it wasn't like that.
I'm not saying there was like, oh my god. I'm saying they can hoop. They were athletic.
They could hoop on a high school level. They was pretty decent.
They played against
college
Eric
level,
Gordon
they
in
had no business.
Chicago.
Everybody played against Eric Gordon in
And
Chicago.
TV.
It was like that.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is
They was get you one.
just because I'm Michael Jordan,
Eric Gordon dropped 50 on that
I can
nigga.
get you all the lessons. I can get you all the lessons. I can get you all the
I agree with
training.
y'all.
I can't make
I'm
you a
just
good
saying.
basketball player. So
I'm saying I agree in that aspect. I can't make you a good basketball player, but that's what I was saying. If you're the
If you're
owner,
not
you get me
talking to me,
in there somewhere.
I'm gonna be pissed.
You can be extra at the gas station. You can do something.
Alright, so look. Alright, let's move on to the next rapper, the next entertainment
Oh God.
guy's daughter. So, let's go to Brooklyn. Biggie, his daughter, his oldest kid, his daughter, she has a boyfriend. Now, apparently, obviously, she's reaping the benefits of Biggie's like royalties and his legacy and everything, rightfully so. You heard him take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Teach my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. And
That didn't work out.
yeah, you know, I guess she got some kind of homeless EBT card wick using ass nigga.
Homeless
He driving Range Rover and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's like a prerequisite.
He's giving her all kind of welfare dick.
rims with a car.
You know, if you ever, you know what I'm saying, need some shelter, you know, goddamn.
Niggas gonna do what they got.
Especially if the house was $1.5 million house that you sleeping under, right? So he gets pulled over by the cops in Brooklyn.
Goes to jail.
He has a suspended license and a couple other things, but it's like, you know, nigga, you gonna get out.
Minor charge.
Yeah, it's like, nigga, you gonna get out. For whatever reason, he panicked.
Nigga,
He hits the whole block on Fulton Street. He hits the whole block. He hitting mothers, kids.
What you mean he hit?
Trash work. He pulls off on the cops. Fucking skirt,
Oh, that's
skirt.
it. Oh, I didn't know that.
He hits a kid. He hits the mother. He hits the trash man.
Come on, dog.
And he
It's a nigga that ran out in the middle of the street to get
that was the trash man. He skirts
That nigga
off.
said his nigga said lost his mind.
That
He
nigga was
skirts off.
trying not to go to right.
But you know, traffic court up here a little different.
So he hit so many people. His bail.
You're not
His
discriminating.
bail is like over $1 million.
No.
Shawty went and used the brownstone.
I heard. Put a brown.
1.5 million up. Put the brownstone up. Now it's clear as day that this nigga guilty as hell.
All brick town.
Nigga, ain't you from New York?
Nigga, I'm not from Brownstone.
No, it's just a brownstone building. It's like an all brick townhome. More than likely, it's separate levels. Like you might have one or
That's what
two.
you should know that, man.
Why?
Because it's some New York shit.
Anyway, so
Long Island.
yeah,
Hold on,
she
I'll pull
puts
it
that
I'll
up.
pull it up for you.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna see. They're all in Brooklyn. They're super expensive now.
Brandon, trash her. Trash her. Talk your shit.
Brandon
Brandon Trash. That shit that the Cosby's used to live
did
in.
a great job with that shit.
Okay.
Those shits are worth millions now.
Why?
You did. That's why I hate him.
I hate New York.
I went crazy on that.
Have
y'all seen Biggie's daughter?
All this
I'm not talking about
Have y'all
that.
seen? Have y'all seen Biggie's
I'm gonna
daughter?
put it like this. As a parent of a daughter, I'm blaming her mom. And that's it. That's it.
Why you blame mom?
Because as a woman, you teach your daughter not to do no shit like that.
Shit.
What? I don't always listen.
I'm gonna stick
No,
beside.
listen. You don't always listen, but sometimes those instances come up and you be like, yo, I hear my mom. Wait. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I remember going to college. I just got a new car. My mom told me when I got my car, she said, listen, I don't care what you do with this car. Don't let no nigga be driving your car around at this school. She said, I'm telling you, don't. And so I'm like, all right, cool. I get to college, and niggas are driving their bitches' cars around to pick up other bitches. And then it just rang in my head like, you know what? My mom was onto something. She knew.
That shit.
And so,
She's a fatherless
2020
child.
is easy, but like,
It don't matter.
Your mom or your daddy tell you the right thing.
No, sometimes.
It's like
She watched her mom walk around and
It don't matter.
It was staying around.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna give it love is fucking.
Listen, I had a nigga at the time.
No matter what that nigga do, no matter what that girl do,
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna put up the
The
brownstone.
nigga that I loved in high school crashed my car. I was still with that nigga. My first car.
I expect that. Why not? You love.
No.
In the car, that was it.
No.
You supposed to break up with us.
Look at somebody.
We're done.
I'm gonna be like, you're immature.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't hear that, but it doesn't matter.
As long as she didn't get caught.
Even that.
I'll tell you this.
Was you fucking with other niggas?
Yeah.
Alright then.
Y'all
I was in the nigga with the car.
station. I was name my
Give
station.
the nigga that didn't have the car.
No, but the problem was he didn't tell me he was about to drive my car. He said he was getting something out my car. I didn't know the nigga was about to drive. He lied.
You know that nigga was about to take
I swear to God, if I'd have known that, I would have never given a nigga the keys.
That was the way to drive. That nigga was
I just had to get something out coming right back.
He knew she was say no.
Nah.
Yeah,
That's what I would have did.
After that, we're no good no more. But I'll tell you this. I'm blaming. What does that mean? I was still cheating. I still blame.
Which one is worse? Wrecking the car or you your
That nigga wrecking my car. I didn't wreck anything with his. I didn't break up no car. I didn't ruin his car.
As far as her excusing her, I feel like love is it could be a mental illness, bro.
No. As a daughter who's close to her mom, I'm blaming her mom.
Okay.
No daddy around, no nothing. And I'm only saying that because you're really supposed to put your daughter up on game. That's really all it's about.
What is she like?
No. It doesn't matter what my track record looks like. That's why you're listening. You already know I've been dealing with ancient niggas. Please hear me. Please hear me clearly when I tell you. This is yours. This doesn't belong to them niggas.
So like,
you giving me a pussy, your body, all that other. If this is your daddy gave you this is something that you can have to pass to your kids.
Just put it up. And she ain't like she gonna
Subscribe.
Right.
She gonna make sure that nigga go back to court.
You don't know that. Niggas do what they wanna do. Y'all gonna do what y'all wanna do. That nigga be like, yo, I don't think I'm gonna be able to not go to jail after hitting mad niggas on the street. Mad pedestrians, I'm not going.
I ain't even mad.
Wait a second. The nigga already hit people when he didn't have to. You know, already ran pedestrians.
Yeah, no, don't bail that nigga out.
Don't bail that nigga out.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
This is your daddy's legacy.
Stay in
You gonna let your daddy?
y'all gonna let y'all
Get another nigga.
Your daddy is trying to roll over in the grave. He a little too big. But
Niggas turning over back and forth like
your daddy is rolling over in his goddamn grave because everything you work for, you giving it away for some EBT ass nigga.
it ain't even that.
I've never heard.
It's just
He was attempting to roll over in the grave.
He tried to roll over in the grave. Them niggas big. I know he's a skeleton, but he big boned it.
nigga went crazy.
Moses said, never mind.
He big boned it.
I ain't fat.
He probably about 260.
I will tell you
now that
this.
he's gone.
If that is
Justin, stop.
No. Yes.
What
that
you
is,
doing?
You don't bail your nigga out. You don't.
Y'all ain't.
I don't give a fuck what I do. If you got the opportunity to bail me out, you better bail me out.
We're not married. We're not married.
Yeah, of course.
We're not married.
Nigga, you want to get bailed out.
Of course.
I'm just speaking
No, what you
bro.
$1 million? Get me out.
That's her man.
If I'm out on murder, you better get me out.
Nigga, all you gonna do is run.
No, man.
So you're gonna come back and do 25 to life.
That's my whole
Get my
point.
affairs in
The whole
order.
point is,
Let
like,
me
if
get my affairs in
that shit
order
wasn't on
real quick.
camera, you might have had me. You might have.
No.
Actually, you would never have me with $1 million. But
Shouts out to the chat, y'all.
That's why
y'all let us know if we tripping or y'all agree.
No. This is crazy.
all right, let's get to one more subject before we get up.
Here we go, yo.
Yeah, what's the scenario? So there is Capitol Records. They had signed a virtual rapper named MEKA,
What
right?
does that even mean?
So basically, he's a virtual rapper who has over 10 million
What's the
subscribers
big amount,
10 million followers on TikTok. They even had a dude who does the music, like they put the man in jail.
No, I'm saying like
With white people.
What is virtual rapper?
White tees.
VR.
Yeah, virtual reality. What's the shit called? The Oculus.
The old girl made that money and got signed.
Who you talking about?
There was another chick that did it before him.
Really?
And
It's a copycat league.
yeah.
I mean, I
I don't
didn't
know much
hear
about VR like that. So.
Nigga, it's basically like essentially a cartoon
First of
rapper.
all,
Okay.
if you have an
Cartoon
Oculus,
rapper.
if you have an Oculus,
They signed him
They're-
for more than just
The VR,
music deals, but like
Thank you.
saying like you want to get him in Grand Theft Auto. He's our property.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Oh yeah, what's that game called they be playing? Fortnite.
I'm gonna tell you
Shit like
this:
that.
if
You
you
wanna
have
jump out the sky?
if you've never seen an Oculus, the goggles, the VR goggles, get a pair. That shit is crazy. It is very much like our generation is not.
I thought that was
out
just
the loop.
some freaky deep shit.
No. You can live a whole different life on that in that
So it
reality.
was like a Matrix.
Buy a crib. No, you can buy a house.
So it's like The Sims, but it's
It's literally the same.
That's dangerous.
Say
You
what
know, people
happened.
express.
Keep going. Yeah,
So
that's why.
the
That's why I
label
had to let you know.
signed. Capitol Records signed it. Now, mind you, it came out The creator of this dude is white.
Right, of course, saying nigga.
Now they're perpetuating black stereotypes allegedly, like they're sending him to jail. He's rapping. He's rapping. Now he has some
I got a
bars.
different take.
He said one of the bars was like, hold on, let me play this shit. Let me see if I can find it.
Can I say my take?
It goes, moonwalking with his shawty in the lobby. He said, I don't see no niggas like I'm playing hockey. I was like, oh, he kind of got some bars. He was going kind of crazy. He sounded like 6ix9ine.
Okay.
He sounded just like 6ix9ine.
Sound like 6ix9ine. He even had a music video where he went to jail and 6ix9ine was in the cell type of shit.
Clearly influenced.
Yeah.
So working together.
Yeah, so
Get your bag.
So the backlash came online.
I seen gangs.
They were saying you're trying to perpetuate black people. The creator is white. Blah blah blah. They dropped him 2 days later. Do we feel like Capitol Records did the right thing by dropping him?
My thing is this.
They did the wrong thing about
It was a fucking virtual artist.
This is my thing.
Dropping it.
It's entertainment. It's art. It's expression. We don't get mad when movies, and I know it's not the same specifically. Just hear me out. When movie directors have white people saying nigga and perpetuate black stereotypes, if it's entertainment, we don't drop them from the.
But they do.
What?
But they do.
They made big deals about it. I ain't gonna say they get
It's
dropped.
cancel culture.
But that's cancel. So I'm just saying that's not nothing new.
In this time period, do y'all really care about that shit now?
What you mean?
Our generation?
What?
I'll tell you this.
Care about what? Get specific.
Yeah. What do you care? What do you gotta get specific?
Capitol Records makes this virtual person created by a white dude that says
I don't.
I do.
Generation
I do because I got a kid.
Alright, but
That's why.
Okay, so
Let me rephrase that. The Black Lives Matter in me care, but like the other part, like I'm used to it. You know what I'm
I'll tell you this. Our generation feels like shit like that is harmless because we don't use virtual reality. We don't use Oculus. We don't use that shit. But when I got on that shit and I saw, listen, there was like a whole. These niggas are walking around with people they don't know.
I never
using virtual slides. Like
I don't use virtual reality, so I don't care. It don't
that shit is there.
But for the young generation, this is another
The way we got on the
problematic.
internet.
So I do care.
The way we got on the internet after school.
She changed my mind.
The way we got up on the internet after school, them hopping on VR or not on Fortnite, like
that's their shit.
That's their shit. They're going to the club. They're going to different countries. That's crazy.
Because
I need to
on a VR, on an Oculus.
That shit
that
looks hard.
same scenario is just the same shit as Fortnite. They take what black shit is.
Kind of, but not really.
This is what I'm saying.
Fortnite's black now.
I don't disagree with that, but that's a fucking video game.
Okay,
it's not a virtual reality.
But they're making money.
I don't disagree with that either. I don't disagree with that either.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Other avenues wrong.
This is what I'm gonna say. If I'm on the PR
there's
team,
other avenues that do the same thing.
I don't disagree.
From movies to video games to that's why are we complaining only not we. I'm saying why is it?
Because I don't feel like at this day and age, those influence like movies don't have that big of an influence on kids anymore. Music videos don't have that big of an influence.
I don't know.
That was us going to watch music videos. Now it's the VR.
Y'all not argue about music videos.
Y'all not children.
I think music videos is for like people like my little brother. No, for my little brother's age. My little brother
is just a difference. No. I think it's I think he believes what goes on. It's just a different way. It's just a different way that we watch music.
Think about it. We don't believe what goes on in music videos. My little brother Mike, he's 22. So I'm a slide on the app. He might believe that. At 22, I don't. I'm like, these niggas are stupid. I don't believe this.
So I'm gonna say this about the situation. If I'm the PR team, I'm be like, yeah, you can drop that little shit.
We're gonna do another one.
We bringing one back, and we're gonna do it cleaner.
Of course.
I think that I think as far as business is great.
There's no way they're not gonna do it.
As far as I would say, if you're signed to a label, if you're a label,
there's no way they're not doing it.
People gotta understand. Like I see what the game said. My rebuttal to the game would be like, since when has a label actually had morals and standards?
For real niggas.
Business is business.
For real niggas.
So I'm thinking from a perspective as a label, I would just go ahead. Okay, cool. Let's get some black people
behind
to create this,
and we gonna throw them behind this shit.
Yeah,
so
we gonna let them. Yeah.
Well, why not put nobody's name behind it?
They got to. Somebody.
You can put something.
Whatever. Yeah.
Gotta know.
I think their first mistake was showing the actual white guy who made.
Well, I heard. I don't know if they showed the white guy. What I heard, it was like a interchange of like chats.
No, it's a picture of the dude.
and it was a white guy that they found linked back to that.
Yeah, they probably didn't show him before they signed the deal.
Yeah, they did it.
He probably already had put himself out there before he knew that it was going to turn into that. So all I would say is like
There'll definitely be another.
it's gonna happen. It's the future,
and there will be more.
Even though labels, I do give labels a blame for perpetuating street culture, and that's why these rappers are the street culture. I think too, as black people and as the culture, we do encourage. We control the narrative, right? And right now in rap, street culture is the number one like genre in rap.
I feel like.
Gonna lie to you.
So I'm gonna say this. We only are allowing
them to do what we want.
Them to sign what we dictate what's hot. Like when it was the weirdo rappers in 2018 with Tekashi and Lil Pump and all this shit. Uzi, that's what we dictated. So we're dictating street culture now. Like right now is the time for all this. That's why Pooh Shiesty got hot so fast, all that. So all I'm saying is you gotta know what you expecting for. You gotta know like the label is only taking what's hot. So for them to make the cartoon a street nigga and all that shit, that's just what we created. But I think that it's not going nowhere. Yeah, we got our it's 30 rappers signed to a RICO right now. There's 30 rappers got RICOs. The rap game is not like the rappers are not a good investment right now. They drugged up and 5 years and not again. This nigga could be hot for 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
I can't lie, Justin. That's fucking genius.
That's all.
I mean, I think that's
why invest in a human?
Well, we could just do.
I get all the money,
but that's why I agree with him.
He ain't gonna rape nobody.
This ain't the first. But he might. You might.
Yeah, shit might go. He might get his own episode.
I agree with you.
But he can still put out music.
This will not be
from jail.
This will not be the first or the last virtual reality rapper.
They can make him gay.
Anything that's any agenda we want to put.
And if you want to cancel it, okay, we'll make another one.
Pansexual, transsexual.
His cousin gonna come out.
They gonna kill him off in the drive-by, bring somebody else.
Yeah,
they can link him up. They can link him up to a girlfriend that's really a boyfriend, and he can be on TikTok, 20 million subscribers.
Virtual reality in general is very, very dangerous, and I realize that the day
it's dangerous.
That shit sounds crazy. Where they get
it from? With kids, it's dangerous.
Yeah. You gotta go to Canada to get it?
What, Oculus?
Yeah.
Target.
I just made that shit.
Target, Walmart. Look at that.
Target?
Yeah, nigga, that's
all right, y'all. It's time for that. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
Right now.
Say what? What's the scenario?
I bet you be addicted.
All right, y'all ready?
Sound like it'd be addictive.
Cutting Sticky.
Shouts out to Sticky.
Cutting Sticky is getting married to his fiance Tabitha.
Stay getting married.
The wedding day is coming in a week.
A week.
Sticky's baby mama Vanessa calls him and asks why she had to find out through their kids and not him.
Okay.
Does she have a point, or is it not her place to know
motherfucking business, bitch,
that he was getting married?
It ain't got nothing to do with them.
It had nothing to do with her.
Her.
The kid, if the kids is coming, if it's my weekend with the kids, I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm not even gonna tell you.
And if it ain't
let's say he lined it up, the kids coming.
Listen, we put this the weekend that the kids supposed to be with me. I don't have to tell you we having a wedding.
So
I'm not gonna tell my kids not to tell you.
Yeah, but I don't have to call you like, yo, we're having a wedding. I'm getting married this weekend.
You think I'm gonna give you a chance to come fuck my shit?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
This nigga ain't got no kids.
Go ahead,
This nigga ain't got no kids, man.
Go ahead,
Kazai. In practice, I mean, theory, y'all alright.
No, in real life,
in theory,
right. In real life, we are right.
In practice, though,
in real life, we are right.
Y'all don't think Cousin Sticky and Tabitha don't be linking up every sticky link they get?
You talking about the baby mom and
I'm talking about
adding shit.
Nigga, I had a baby mom.
You're saying is he fucking on the baby mom?
I believe Cousin Sticky and baby mom still got.
She's asking that. You're saying
the only reason why she gonna ask that?
No.
Is there something still there?
I did.
Niggas added scenarios.
I'm not adding. I'm speaking on because we see.
No.
This nigga ain't low.
No, he may not. He could be, but he may not be.
Nah, also on the side, I feel like it's not her business.
Bitches be having entitlement.
The only way that's a problem is if he's still fucking with her.
Agreed.
That's the only.
I feel like
I'm not gonna cap. Even if he was still fucking her, you already know the nigga is about to get married.
See, I disagree with that.
No. What we're saying, we don't. I don't like. He's saying. if I'm still fucking her and she doesn't know, she clearly doesn't know, and she finds out a week before.
So wait a second. How do you not know? How do you not know? We're already engaged. You don't not get engaged and then get married. It's not like I'll be like, oh, we together and then I bet we go to the courthouse.
Even if you
with the kids, if we're having a wedding, we're not having a shotgun wedding. We're having somebody else.
Regardless if you knew if we was engaged or not, I had somebody else. I don't owe you nothing.
The only reason why I feel she would say that if they was still involved in some way.
She would say, yeah.
If not, then she tripping.
I'm gonna say this.
I agree.
I definitely think that he don't owe her shit. Now, if he's fucking her, I would say that your best bet
is to say something.
To be a little transparent.
But
you know what I mean?
Like you said, if you thinking the bitch is gonna ruin your wedding, you probably don't say
should have
nothing.
been fucking her to begin with. You should have been killed that off.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
No, not that.
Not on a God damn.
This nigga saying I need like blast her.
What is wrong with you?
I thought that nigga said you about to slide on them.
No, he's not sliding on the
Not
eye.
sliding on the ops, bro.
She definitely shot a cop. You better fuck up my man.
All right, so here go the next question.
For sure.
So the wedding is going on. It's a week later. The wedding is going on. And the pastor asks who all objects to the wedding
I'm gonna let that shit out of mine.
to happen or whatever. And Sticky's mom says she objects. After she intercepts, what's the next step in the wedding to y'all? If your mama...
Sticky's mom interjects.
Sticky's mom interjects.
That's tough, bro.
What do y'all
You better
do?
leave from the front, grab his mama, escort her out the building, and proceed with this goddamn union.
Already paid for
I
the
told
union.
Jasmine straight up that what you said. That's not even an option at my wedding. When I get married,
That's what he
that's
just
not an option.
Nigga, you ain't
You know
got
what
that shit in
I'm
mind.
saying? Nah, I already. What the fuck am I asking? What the fuck y'all? I don't care about.
I mean, I think that's just tradition or law.
Fuck that tradition.
It ain't law.
Not law, like
It's up to the minister.
I guess that's a tradition. Like that's
So
how it
my
started.
thing though
Because
is
it's a public wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know why we
Facts. Facts.
You said your mama what?
she need her ass beat. So mama, dismiss.
No, I agree. The person who said that do need your ass beat, but that's your mama though. So it's like,
Give a
Shit,
fuck.
my mama won't
Don't
be
fuck
attending
up.
the rest of this wedding.
Bye.
Bye.
Dismiss.
like she didn't get escorted out for
Sayonara.
Not
sure.
her ass beat, but
She didn't get escorted. That's what I'm saying. She didn't get escorted out. You need some type of
man.
security.
You need
whoever.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas already knew. If anybody, it was us.
Get out of here.
We never had a conversation.
You gotta get out of there.
If some shit happened,
Even
in my
if we
way,
had
you
a
gotta get a look
conversation.
though.
You gotta get a look. I gotta get a look. I gotta be like,
Hey yo, he already.
Even if we did have a conversation, get the fuck
This
out.
wasn't the place. This wasn't the time or the place.
Alright,
you can't do that.
It could be your mama, your cousin,
I don't give
your
a fuck.
grandma. I don't
You
give a
should
fuck.
have did that.
My granddaddy got to go.
I'm
My mama got to
gonna be
go.
a little
already
bit
told you
impartial
this
to
is
my
what we
mama.
was doing.
I am. That's why I said anybody else can get their ass
Nigga,
beat.
my kids gotta go.
I'm a mama's girl.
I'm just saying.
Sure.
Somebody gotta get.
My
But
mama
you
gotta
can't do that.
Baby, you should have told me.
No, I'm saying you can't-
You should have
you can't
told me
judge.
that before, and even if you
Yeah.
still decide, sit your ass
Because
down.
now you just
Tell me
embarrassing me.
after.
No,
Now we
nigga,
can-
You ruining a moment that's on life forever.
nigga, this is not your moment.
You know how many cameras is out? You know
can't
what's
do that.
going
Now we
on.
gotta cut the footage. No, this is
You
crazy.
can't get everybody's.
Matter of fact, you're right. You
Now
embarrass
ain't
me,
nobody
I'll embarrass you. You need to get the fuck out of here.
No,
Escort her out of here.
You throwing
You need to get dragged. You need to get Jazzy Jeff.
You gotta throw her like
I'm throwing
Jazz.
that motherfucker right here over the shoulder.
Jazzy.
You out. She gotta go.
You want me to forgive you for that? I'm not to forgive you for that. Fact.
But you know what though?
That's wild.
I feel like
Give me a limo.
I feel like
Now we're like, when we get outside, I'm like, Mom, why you said that?
I feel like a lot of guys,
like,
their
you know?
mom might do that.
I do too.
I do too.
I do too. I
do
believe
too.
that. But my mama
Why-
ain't, because my mama
Hey,
never thought about it. It's gonna be some
where's the
repercussions.
where's the boundaries in this motherfucker? Like today ain't the first day we gonna start.
So, like,
instilling boundaries.
That gets me to a point. Let me ask y'all this. I know this is movies, it's not necessarily real. So if you're in love with somebody and they get married to somebody else and they don't necessarily want to, is it okay? Is it ever okay to object to a wedding?
Wait a second, wait.
During the wedding? No.
Nah, that shit
During the
is.
wedding. During the
You're the
wedding.
only nigga that's married. So I
Mind your
respect it.
fucking business. No.
So like we seen a different world
I have a
when
talk
he came
with
back from Whitley.
That's-
Do y'all agree with
You
that?
have a talk before the
no, that nigga
You
do
had-
that
you
way.
had-
You
I'm
should
trying to lead it.
have
You know what I'm talking about?
played for your heart, my nigga, before we got there.
To me, I think that's the most disrespectful
That's
thing.
crazy. Why?
It's disrespectful. It was more respectful than me jumping through your wedding, coming in your wedding, and talking about.
Nigga, if I
come
I
me.
don't care if you love her and that's who you want to be with.
Because if I got
you got his family there
and I shoot you,
can't.
I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Coming to the wedding, right?
Come to the wedding. Really, I love you, baby. Don't do I'm sorry. That shit. Niggas. What I'm saying is, I grew up.
Kill you, but I'm gonna kill your motherfucking kneecap.
I did it because
clapping for that shit.
It was a TV
That
show.
shit-
You
that shit
always
blew
wanna
my
see
mind.
Love
I'm
win.
talking about.
But that's in every movie.
Yeah,
Love
you
winning is wild. Fuck no. Not
Because
during.
niggas dramatic.
Yeah, you
It's
feel me?
fake.
Like
I gotta have that for
right?
TV.
In
And
real
that
life,
Dwayne Wayne, like bro, Dwayne Wayne, you
Because if I was the other nigga,
all this
in real
time.
life, that don't
I would have looked at y'all niggas like,
Yo,
y'all niggas ain't put this nigga ass up.
Yeah.
That's why you need security at your wedding.
That nigga, but they was dragging that nigga back.
No.
They do that fucking job.
That shit.
He shouldn't have been able to talk by the time he got.
You right.
That's insane.
That shit always bothered me.
He should have been in the
Hey, don't worry.
Hey,
There's money in this box for this honeymoon.
I love they belong together, but that was the wrong time to do that.
Honeymoon, whatever.
Get married, get a moment.
First of all, I'm not playing that shit. I'm not playing that shit.
That shit is so bad, bro.
Like you said, that's not even. Who's objecting to the wedding?
not even an
It's not
option.
even an option. We're not even asking that.
Fuck, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I paid for all y'all platters in this bitch.
Bitch, who's gonna Y'all gotta sit down and eat this chicken. Sit down and eat this fucking chicken and shut up.
I ain't gonna be mad if you
Niggas
just
ain't
start swinging on
Draymond
people.
Green wedding.
They
was rolling
That shit was
blunts.
fucking lit.
They had little baby performing.
So my niggas, if I did all this and then y'all objected at my fucking wedding?
Yeah, nah, y'all got somebody.
Why is LeBron at every wedding?
Because LeBron is
he's LeBron.
Everybody.
He's LeBron.
And he's the married friend. Okay?
LeBron's
He's been married.
LeBron's a nigga that's. The only reason why I say that shit, I know LeBron and Kevin Love are cool. I know, and him and Draymond are cool. I know that.
Yeah.
But LeBron has said out of his own mouth, I got 1, 2, 3 brothers. And the rest of the niggas are just
I don't give a fuck.
teammates.
LeBron,
That's what he said out of his own mouth.
So he said,
Bro, he said D-Wade, Chris Paul, and Melo are his niggas.
Think about
The rest of
it.
y'all.
You're getting married. Your wife
I'm
wants you to have
I'm not your brother.
at your wedding.
You want to invite me to your wedding?
So what, you still a homie?
Right, I was just about to say, I'm not
We
your
do
brother.
business together.
I'm not your brother.
LeBron,
I guess I'm overtaking it.
You gotta understand.
You are.
Draymond Green is signed. Draymond Green is signed to his sports manager.
All them niggas wasn't at LeBron with it. Say that.
But that was
They weren't even
2 years
cool. They
ago.
hated each other.
Draymond was still in college.
Nigga, they got married when they was fucking kids.
Well,
they was
like
having
what?
babies.
Some
and
facts in
fucking
my shit,
18.
man.
I put it like this: just because we're not besties, I don't get an invite.
Yeah, come on, man.
What y'all think about Pat Bev going to the Lakers, man?
Ooh.
I've been hearing. He said they going to the Western Conference Finals. I think not.
I heard other rumors like Westbrook is gonna get traded, bought out.
I think
or,
that's gonna happen. I don't think Westbrook's gonna be
Who the
there.
fuck want that nigga? The Pacers?
I don't know, but he's on an expiring deal.
Hey, y'all chill on my nigga, okay?
I used to call him West
Lakers
Gold, but
fan. Like,
I mean everybody.
I'm a
Iverson
fan.
played for Memphis. Like we can't. Like,
Yeah, he's already been traded like Iverson.
like people fall off their prime. I just feel like
Oh,
they have
shit.
a.
Wait, you say he fall off his prime? You think he's out of his prime?
Yeah, I think he's.
I don't think he's out of his prime yet. I don't think he's all the way in his prime, like triple double.
If he ain't out of it, he at the tail end.
I think he's at the tail end though. I think he's at.
But I
I
just
think
think
he's at.
that-
I think he's at
I
the
think
part
that
where he
he
has
just-
to adjust his
this
game
year-
to whatever is
this
going
year is
on,
gonna take-
or if he doesn't, then he'll be on his way out. I agree with
I
that.
think that's the same thing with Iverson.
No, I don't think so because from what I
kinda do
heard,
too.
Iverson's game was always on point. It was more so the other shit that
You know
niggas
what,
didn't want to deal with
was-
Iverson.
Even
The
when Iverson
awkward
was in
shit.
Denver, he
But
still played
He was a
good.
bucket.
No, he was a bucket.
He was a
He
bucket, but that's
he got traded in his prime in Denver.
He got.
That's
He
what I
got
heard.
We got to talk about Detroit, Memphis.
Detroit,
Yeah,
Detroit, and Memphis.
yeah.
But even like you don't go
Played
from
for Memphis.
I gotta play for Detroit. Nigga had a
We gonna let the motherfucking chat say some shit.
But
Let's
my,
get it.
my only thing was I bring up Iverson. Iverson could still average 20. Of course he could have, but off the core issues or whatever.
I love Russell Westbrook.
Perception.
I just don't think he fits, and that's
And maybe that's what it is.
I just don't
He
think
don't want to
fits.
change
But
his game.
they gotta let their contract ride out. This is last year.
I
Ain't
agree. I agree.
Nobody's
I
gonna
agree.
trade for him.
But they said they could. I read something.
and they know he want to go. They
read
haven't
some-
showed him love.
They know you want to go, and they know they want to get rid of him. So it's like a no-go deal.
I read some shit on Bleacher Report. They said they're gonna do the John Wall, like
Oh, he gonna sit the whole year?
sit out.
I can see that.
I mean, they
NBA is crazy.
They're gonna pay him either way. He
They got
gonna get
money.
paid.
I'm not gonna cap.
But I
I'm gonna
think
do
they
that.
gotta let him play.
I think Westbrook is the type of nigga that be
LeBron-
like, yo,
I
listen,
think-
just let me go.
Oh,
No, I think LeBron wouldn't let that happen though.
you see, LeBron made a public statement like, "I can't wait for you to go out this year."
Y'all believe that's facts or cap?
Wait for you to go out.
Go off this year. Prove the doubt was wrong. He made it.
To Westbrook?
To Westbrook.
I think that he does
He
believe
probably
that.
meant that. That's his dog.
I think.
I believe that's his dog. I don't think he believe that nigga gonna go
And
off.
you know what I think?
I believe that's his
I
dog.
think he believes
still got
that.
hope.
I think he believes that Westbrook could be a great asset, but I do believe that he thinks like if
He's
we
doubting it.
we get him out of here.
Get him out of
I'll
here.
be
If he
good
got
with
an
that.
opportunity, yeah.
Let's get him out of here. And I think that, and I'm not even mad at LeBron because I feel like it'll be a benefit to both sides.
All right, I got one more question. Y'all. Let me get this one out.
Time for you.
So Luke went on.
Thinking of it, baby.
All right, so Luke went on a first date with Shamika, and everything seemed. This is Chris' name. Don't get on me. Chris said Shamika.
Damn, this nigga snitching.
I'm snitching. I'm definitely a snitch.
That nigga snitching. Nigga, was Chris. I didn't come with that name. Chris gave me that name.
Luke and Shamika. That's crazy.
Hey, this is the first proud snitch.
That nigga Jonathan was proud.
You and old boy, what's his name? Talking about?
Yeah, I'm a snitch. So fuck, who gonna do something?
Yeah, I said it.
So Luke went on the first date with Shamika, and everything seemed cool. He didn't really hear from Shamika for a couple days, but he ain't think nothing of it.
Okay.
The next week, Luke's best friend Eli comes in a party
Any nigga let Eli.
that Luke is at with Shamika.
Told you I just saw that nigga.
Now, mind you,
How Eli?
Eli knows that they went on a date or whatever, right? So the vibes are a little awkward.
Damn, my
Should
bad.
there-
I'm gonna stop you before I tell you repeat it. Go ahead, repeat it.
All right,
Oh fuck!
here goes the
I
repeat.
got lost.
What the fuck?
Luke
I got lost at
goes
Eli.
on a date
With Shamika.
Yeah.
with Shamika. Right? He tells his homeboy, hey, I'm going on a date with Shamika. He tells Elijah, yo, I'm going on a date with
Eli.
Shamika.
Don't call that nigga Eli.
Shamika goes on a date with Eli.
Shamika don't hit him up for a few days.
The date seemed cool. It's been like 3-4 days or whatever. They going
Okay.
to a house party this weekend.
Okay.
She loves
He's there.
No.
And Eli
Eli
comes in with Shamika.
Offset and Sweetie are together. What you? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you, bro. You said Eli.
Eli comes
I'm gonna
in
fucking leave.
And Shamika.
with Shamika.
Okay, I got you now.
Obviously, Luke didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's his best friend.
yeah, that's his homie. Yeah.
Should there have been a courtesy call? Should she have called him? Should there have been some form of communication?
Shamika doesn't owe this nigga Luke
She
shit.
doesn't owe anybody anything.
Okay.
She
Eli.
chose the wrong friend.
Eli, she's seen a friend.
This
that
is
she
Jasmine's
wanted.
question.
Eli, as the homie,
I'm snitching.
is supposed to tell.
Why? Nigga, that ain't his bitch.
Bro,
I feel like ain't
What the
nobody
fuck?
knows that bitch.
bro,
They're not even together.
I said what you said to Jasmine, and she said what he said.
Like, why? Nigga, you went on one date with this bitch, now you got clamps on her?
I'm not saying that.
Okay,
Nigga, you missing the most important part.
Yeah, he
all I gotta explain is
You told Eli, bro, I'm going on a date with Shamika.
Okay, bet. Okay, great. Okay, cool. I agree. So after that, it's like, yo,
Cause of you ain't shit.
I know y'all went on a date.
because-
I know y'all went on a date, but I'm trying to take her out.
Listen,
I gotta explain myself.
Wait, Brandon.
That ain't gonna be your cousin.
Brandon.
A nigga like that.
Brandon, you're missing the main point. Everybody missing the main
He
point.
told Eli.
You know. Okay, so look.
I'm not
whatever.
missing it. He told that nigga he was
You
going on a date with
know
her.
I'm not against the fact that you went on a date with her, right?
I'm not against the fact that
But
you don't love, everybody don't
You
love the
come
same
to the
person.
party as my homie. You know that I'm at the party.
Waiting on this bitch. Hey, I'm texting you.
No, you're not waiting on
I misspoke. Not waiting on you. I told Eli, bro, she ain't hit me bad. I don't know what's on her.
Whatever it may be. You don't think that you should call me and be like, hey, bro, listen, I just want to let you know. Look,
I'm pulling up slide
I'm
over
pulling
there.
up with Shawty.
The right thing to do, yes, you should probably.
So you don't like doing the right thing.
But you don't have to. You don't owe it to nobody
Nigga,
to
what
do
the
that.
fuck?
Listen, we're not
Nigga
talking
said
about
the right
that. We're not
thing
talking
to
about
do.
like I'm saying.
What should you do?
have done?
What advice would you give in
What should you have done?
retrospect?
Should you have communicated when you look at it? For y'all to continue, for you
You were gonna say
to
something.
continue a good relationship with your homie and still be involved with her.
You can
what
still
you
be
have done.
cool after that.
I'm gonna be cool.
You and your bitch.
I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool regardless. You're right. But I'm gonna look at you some type of
I'll be
way.
like, damn,
You
that
didn't
was
think this
kinda
nigga-
like, bro, like you couldn't have
We gonna
done
talk about
that.
this on
You
camera.
got me looking.
I'm gonna look at you on camera.
We just said that the vibe was awkward at the party. Cause it's like, damn, my homie.
Why the fuck you didn't
You don't
know
understand
that?
how that made me look. My homie just walked in with the girl I went on a date with.
I'm gonna
like,
think you a dirty macker.
like, damn.
I'm gonna think you a dirty macker. Damn, would you tell her some shit?
Nigga, I've been on the
phone with you, telling you. I'm taking her out.
She may have hit me back. She ain't hit me back. I may have heard from her.
Can I put a scenario into this?
Go ahead.
I ran into her at the store that day. It don't matter.
Yeah, go ahead.
Run into your cell phone, nigga. I ran into her at the store.
Run into yourself.
I ran into her at the store like, shit, I'm about to get her something to eat. She like, shit, I'm going with you. We get to talking and shit. Alright, well, shit, I'm going to this party. Such shit's gonna be there, but I don't think it's gonna be no issue. You trying to ride? Well, she goes to the party with me, nigga. You see it, you and your feelings. Nigga, I just seen her today.
You could have let a nigga know, bro. That's all. That's
It's a courtesy call.
It's a courtesy.
I ain't saying you
I'm not finna hate you on one day. I'm gonna just look at you like, damn.
The right thing to do as a homie.
You all set, nigga.
You should make that call as a homie. You should. But if you don't, it's not that big of a deal.
What are y'all ever gonna talk about it? The niggas gonna think you're a dirty macker forever.
I'm gonna think you're a dirty macker, but I'm gonna let it go.
I'm not gonna bring nothing around you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna trust you.
Shit. Like when I
feel like, damn, this bitch couldn't even be a courtesy call. I thought we were better than that.
I didn't say it. They still be my homie, but I'm not finna.
I went on one date, bro.
So your first date, so your first date is to take the bitch to the party that I'm at the week before. It don't matter. Niggas still part of the first date. What you mean?
Don't be honest. I'm niggas.
So wait. Hey, so look, this is even the worst part.
I need to be dirty, man.
Hey, no, this is even the worst part. So you didn't even for your first date avoid the party. You said I'm gonna come throw this shit in my homie face. So you a weird ass nigga too.
I didn't want me to be a sucker.
Wait, why is he weird, Justin?
Cause your first,
weird?
Because the first date you had two options. If you was planning to bring her, you could. It would have been nothing but respect had you called me and told me or
like
texted me.
I took her out on the date. We just slide through to the party.
Hey, we gonna slide through. But if you didn't say nothing and then you just show up to the party, it's kind of like knowing that I didn't know where I stand with Shawty. Like you a weird nigga.
I just think that's just weird. Yeah, I agree with you.
Are you a competition?
Are you a competition? What?
You don't know. She gonna try to double back to look.
Like, what's up with you? I was talking to her. Everyone think like if it's a coincidence, I'm hitting you up like, bro, I'm feeling Shawty. She ain't hit me back, bro. You know what I mean, bro? What did Eli tell Luke?
I don't know.
On the phone. Justin, in this scenario, what did Eli tell Luke?
I don't know what
Like, does it matter?
He just told me that was one of the days.
It's a dub, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, that's why.
One date, y'all gonna get that.
No, it's not being attached. It's just about respect.
I'm not gonna like not be your friend no more. I'm just gonna look at it like.
Anybody got something else? 'Cause I got another one if we can keep going.
Bro, you know me, dog.
I think we got one. Shit. Go ahead. I can say mine.
All right. So we were talking about Cardi B arguing with the Barbs.
Shit, I need to go to the bathroom.
And I know we had this conversation before about how Cardi, who was running the rap game from a female's perspective.
Yeah.
Nicki just dropped Super Freaky.
I actually haven't heard it yet.
It's number one.
That's the number one record in the country.
As it always is. I'm not surprised.
But she doesn't always drop number one.
She
This is her first
solo number one.
Solo one in a while.
Okay.
Ever.
So think about that, because like
What about it?
She got one.
the narrative from my point of view was Cardi took Nicki's shine. She was the number one bitch in the rap game.
Okay.
So now
That was the point for a minute.
Cardi's not dropping an album. Bars is beating her ass on Twitter. She losing debates to Candace Owens.
Her own ass.
I don't think.
Nicki don't drop the album. Drop the single that's number one. Did Nicki reestablish herself as Queen Bee?
No, not really.
This is nothing out right now.
I was just about to say that.
Cardi got an album. It's not doing well.
I'll put it like this.
What was it? Hot shit?
That song is much older. That song. I'll put it like this.
It been out, but did it chart top five?
I was just telling somebody the other day.
Well, how give it do it?
I feel
Did it
like
chart top five?
went number one. Her single before I went number one, bro.
I feel like Cardi.
Does it matter?
I feel like Cardi is suffering from imposter syndrome. I think she feels like she's not going to be able to have another album as good as her first one.
Yeah,
and I agree.
Scared.
I think she's very afraid.
Y'all think this is?
Yes, and she should be. Every song on that first album was platinum gold.
The only reason why I disagree with that, because every song she dropped, like y'all said,
but that's why she's dropping singles and not an album. That's why she's been dropping 6 years.
WAP.
We haven't got an album. Cardi should have been gave us an album.
You gotta look at it like this. Hey,
but it ain't gonna hit. It ain't gonna hit.
You gotta look at it like this. You gotta understand how insecure she is as a person, and I don't mean to disrespect her, but for somebody, she argues with literally people with no Avi. No picture. She spends her days online.
I think she wants to do a good album like most artists do, and I don't think people realize
she's on some Lauryn Hill shit.
I was just about to say, I think her first album is going to be her classic.
See, now, y'all said Lauryn Hill, I agree. She had no business dropping her album following that.
So, Cardi, but she doesn't. She doesn't.
Her album was a smash, it was a hit, but it's not like...
Nigga, they put Cardi in the top, what was the shit for Billboard 100? They put her in the top 200 rappers of all time. I see that point. One album.
I just feel like
that's crazy.
I feel like if her singles wasn't hitting,
they didn't even do that for Nicki.
Her singles was number one. Everything she did was gold.
You're speaking from a perspective like as a fan.
Yeah.
What we're saying is,
she said,
imagine you drop the hottest shit you like. I didn't expect for it to be like
blow up. It take you to the stratosphere.
It's taking her to the stratosphere.
And then everything you drop after that is hot. But I'm scared to drop an album.
So yes, everybody with the label is having a hard time.
I'm scared to put it all together and make it a collaborative because if let's just say I have 5 hot singles, but I got 14 songs on a track. What if these are the only 5 hot songs I have?
I can explain it like this.
No, it's not.
It's climate.
No, it's not. Not even having 15 hot songs on my
let me explain
album.
this. Let me explain this. Kazadi, let me explain this.
That's what I'm saying.
So listen.
Where is the label?
I think she said she feel like it's some shit that's missing.
When we have reviews about this podcast, usually it's a lot of positive reviews. People that I fuck with usually tell me like, hey, you do a good job. I like when you said this, that, and the third, right? I get nothing but good reassurance. But when it was time for me to start my own shit, I was nervous about it.
Okay.
I was scared about it. Now a lot of people started fucking with my videos and shit. I got nothing but good reassurance. When I wanted to start doing lives, I was running from it. But I just had to face that fear. That's what Cardi has to do. She has to face that
I just disagree.
Fear.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't think that's what it is.
Cardi is.
What the fuck do you think it is?
She's
the best dressed. She's married to another celebrity. She's scared, and that's okay.
She had 2 babies. Right.
So what? First of all, nobody cares about the kids.
She might care about that.
She don't know. And when I mean nobody cares about the kids, as an artist, nobody thinks you can't rap because you had kids now.
She can't promote the way she wants to.
Nigga,
what you mean she can't promote?
You no, I think she's.
I don't know what it is.
She's scared.
This nigga about to start a whole new tabloid.
Yeah, she's scared, and I get it.
The nigga said this shit.
I cannot honestly sit here and say I think Cardi's gonna have another album as hot as her first one. That shit was fucking flame.
But most people don't have a
They don't.
She just got to drop. She just got to drop.
She probably also know what's coming out. And she knows she can't.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that is the competition getting to her. I think that she argued with the Barbs too much. They got too much rent-free space in her head.
She's really worried about the rum.
Yeah, the
Barbs is not the nigga she needs to be worried about. No, Nicki is not in her prime anymore.
Facts of cap.
She was the best rapper for 10 years in running. She's not the best anymore. It's not just her.
Did Biden and Kamala Harris with these student loans earn y'all trust back in their presidency?
I ain't going to college.
I did a whole semester.
Oh, no college, none of my money.
I went to college.
They paid the interest.
You got a scholarship.
That's it.
Yeah, he said.
What you mean they paid the interest?
Nigga said I'm a scholar. Yeah, no, they didn't earn my trust, and I'm not voting for the motherfuckers again. I'm not voting for them.
Who's paying their loans? They have up to $20,000 if you were a Pell Grant or you make under.
It's not
that ain't shit.
See, y'all niggas who finished it ain't shit. So the niggas who got under 20,000, that shit is a lot.
Some people that's excited.
So for you,
no. If you got 20,000,
just because you're excited, I'm excited for niggas to be able to get the student loans paid off.
Every president has some shit that they did.
That's not true. It's not true.
But you asked, does it earn my trust back? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm happy that all my niggas can get their college shit wiped off.
And my sister works for Kamala Harris.
My mom works for the people that get.
My sister works for the person who made the bill.
Listen, I feel like she did a good thing, and she did. She did do a good thing.
No, what I'm saying is that Chris is saying is only paying the interest, not the loan. That's not what it is.
Interest ain't been on there for about 2
Well,
years.
wait, y'all. I feel Chris, because if you did go to college for more than 2 years, and you have a student loan, that shit is, and you never paid on it.
Interest.
That is just your interest.
Trust me,
that is just your interest.
My mama tell you this, bro.
I'm confused.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you
You
this.
got a refund check and you ain't put none of that back to your
None of
And
it.
you ain't paid shit.
AKA me.
It's interest.
It hit interest.
It's interest every year.
10,000 quick on your interest.
You made
more than that.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, like, it don't matter.
So what are y'all saying?
I love it.
No, I get that. I'm not saying interest is more than that loan.
What really should have been done before is what.
You ain't paid shit.
Yeah, your interest builds up.
Their student loan now is like
Nigga, I went to college for 3 hours.
I get it.
No business in this conversation.
Yeah.
It's still, you're still not getting back to your original number of what you paid to go to college.
I'm still on break.
Only if the total amount of your loan is over 20,000.
Nah.
I went to college.
That's where you're confusing me. If your loan, including interest, including loan,
like
is 17,000.
I'll tell you this.
What are you saying?
I'll tell you this. There's not gonna be a lot of people whose student loans is under $20,000.
$17,000 loan.
I don't know about that. I don't know. You might be right. I don't know.
The majority off is good, and then there's no interest for the rest of the year.
It's 10 and 20. It's 10 and 20. I didn't get Pell.
It's 20 if you got Pell.
If you got Pell.
I got a lot more. We talking, bro? What you mean?
His loan. I'm just trying to see what you got going on.
I'm trying to see what you're mentioning.
I put it like this. I respect the fact that he stood on his word. I do. I do not trust it. I do not.
I think you're off on this one.
I don't trust this nigga. I don't want to vote for this nigga again.
Move, but
yeah,
I don't think
that's not enough. To get
it's not enough to gain my trust back. It's not. It's just not. No, it's not even the amount.
No,
it's just
does it stimmy? Oh.
No, that's not gonna do it either.
I'm joking. It's a joke.
It's not gonna do it either. I'm not gonna lie. I think Joe Biden put himself in a bad predicament because he's been president for a little minute and he hasn't done what he said he's gonna do to the last minute. So now you're racing against time to like, I gotta do something. I gotta put something out. Yeah, it's literally right around the corner.
Oh, that's strategic as fuck.
Yeah, of course.
What you done for me lately?
Who?
It's always what you done for me.
Who would win in a street fight? A Waffle House employee or a Popeyes employee?
I'm going Waffle House.
Who's on the street fight and why?
Waffle House.
Nigga, they fighting 24 hours.
They with the goddamn eggs still cooking on the pan.
They fighting drunk niggas.
Flip that motherfucker, bow, and catch the egg.
You ever fought a nigga drunk at 3 in the morning, tired?
For the simple fact, Popeye closed it before Waffle House.
Period.
Popeye's closed, nigga.
Popeye don't even know what happened.
They don't even know what happened.
I'm gonna go in Waffle House with this cup and then sit down and maybe have the bottle too.
Yeah.
Exactly. They tolerate a lot more shit. It's a lot more different niggas.
Honestly, them niggas is like
Popeyes see a lot more fights on the internet and Popeyes that do.
I think that's because Popeyes is like all around and Waffle House is just in the South.
Make a mega argument with Waffle House.
We only have Waffle House probably in the Southeast. I don't know if it goes any further past Mississippi.
I done seen McDonald's take too many L's though.
But you can throw in top.
Yeah, no, they let anybody work at McDonald's. You gotta really be a soldier to work at Waffle House.
Yeah,
to do the night shift? That's
These niggas be
crazy.
smoking cigarettes when you walk in.
Nigga,
I got a scenario for y'all.
Go ahead.
Follow me.
oh God.
If you at home, right? And you have a 7-year-old child.
Okay.
I got a 10.
In this scenario, you have a 7-year-old child. So at one point she was 7, right?
Okay.
So y'all at the crib. In a couple hours, you're gonna drop her or him off.
To her mama.
So to her mom or something like that. Right. But you about to get a quick nap in.
I did that shit before.
You tell the kid, if somebody knock on the door,
Don't open it.
Don't open it. Right? You go to bed.
Go to bed.
Take a nap. You know, niggas ever took a nap with your kid?
I was just trying to figure it out. Okay, go ahead.
Your mama, her grandmama or his grandmama is at the door. Now, mind you, the majority of her life, the kid was spending time with the grandma every summer, every other weekend. But it's been a while since they've been there for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. They open the door. Mm-hmm. How are you? Are you mad at your kid? Or did they disrespect you? Or did they follow, like, how you react?
It's a kid.
I mean, I'm gonna correct it, but
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
At the end of the day, your ass went to sleep with a child. A child is a child.
Period.
A child is a child.
My mom has always told me. She said, "Don't open fucking door."
Don't.
I get that. I get that.
Only thing I'm gonna say.
So what? Your grown ass is about to place blame on a child for being a child?
No, my mom has told me. I don't care if it's your daddy. I don't care if it's your mom.
It doesn't matter.
I got that conversation.
Who cares?
I agree.
I got that conversation.
No, look, what it was is, do not open that door, especially if I'm there.
Yeah.
Do not open that door, even if it's somebody you know, without coming and
Wake
waking
me up first.
Okay.
So in that
That's an adult. That's an adult.
So you and Justin are opposite on
If you
this.
go to jail, okay, so let's say something happened, like
The house burned down.
is your baby
your
mama
fault.
gonna blame the kid or they gonna blame
They're
you?
gonna blame
See,
me.
I think you're taking
It's your
it.
fault.
No,
I'm not taking it no way.
That's really just how it goes.
At the end of the day, it's gonna be your
As a
fault.
parent,
If it was the wrong
I
person.
think that's the biggest problem that we as our
I'm not
generation
saying it's not. You're responsible. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
we are all
Say I'm not
Why we
asleep.
gotta change anything?
Say I'm not
The
asleep.
situation's a situation.
Say I'm not asleep.
we can
Don't answer the door
So what?
unless.
So what?
Don't answer the door for nobody unless you come get me.
Y'all really think-
Regardless if I'm asleep or wide awake.
I agree with that.
Kids don't follow the rules, and that's just what we are.
That's
That's discipline.
Whether it's
The kid.
Yes.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
I disagree with you. If something happens, at the end of the day, no matter what it is, I am
And that's
responsible.
right.
So with my
Mom was at the door. If she thought it was her grandma and the wrong person was at the door and they kidnapped her, you're gonna feel guilty. I couldn't go to sleep.
so next time, if it is the grandma, I'm gonna beat
You're gonna be sitting there like, oh,
You gonna beat the grandma ass?
No. What y'all saying is that it's principle. I'm trying to teach a lesson.
I get the
lesson is I'm not gonna be there every time. So you need to listen.
What you mean?
They're fucking a kid. Like,
Seven.
we just had this conversation about Biggie's 20-year-old daughter, and y'all just said she doesn't listen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Kids don't listen. Period.
Not all the time.
They never listen.
No, that's not all the
They
time.
never listen.
So you're 32, 33, 31-year-old ass is
agree with
gonna
y'all.
blame a 7-year-old kid.
Kids never listen.
Answer the door.
Listen to me. Listen. I need you to hear me out. I am responsible. If I give my kid an instruction, right? Just hear me out. And they don't follow the instruction, I am going to.
Kids don't follow instructions. That's part of the game.
That's part of it.
You don't have kids, so they don't get wrong.
No, I was a kid. So I got experience with being a kid. What do you mean? You don't let me finish. Let me follow the rules. No, I didn't always follow the rules. You said kids don't follow instructions. And implying that they never follow instructions. So fuck it. I'm not giving my kid no instructions if they don't want to listen. That's what you saying. I'm not going to teach my kid nothing. They don't want to listen.
Have you ever got my ass whooped? And then you look at it as an adult and be like, I probably should have got my ass whooped right there. That was my mom's fault.
Yes.
Exactly.
Honestly, no.
Listen. I'll put it like this. I get why my mom.
Every ass whipping I got.
About me not taking the meat out before she gets home.
Yeah.
But I also have to understand.
I should have did that shit before you
I
went to work.
should do that shit for you to work.
Your mama told you like, oh, I got to take me out.
I you for that.
Why you defending on 7-year-old?
Y'all niggas tripping.
No,
That deserve an ass whooping?
No.
But does it deserve some type of
Y'all missing.
Because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, and you're responsible.
So now, what you just said? You said that I could have did it before I went to work. That's one example. What if I
So
could
you
have?
decided to take it out when you were supposed to be supervising your child that you brought into this world.
No, I
You were
decided
too
that.
sleepy to watch your kid.
I ain't watching my kid. I'm teaching my kid a valuable lesson that telling him,
You said, hey kid, I'm going to sleep. Go into the door.
like Brandon said, even if I'm asleep, I'm upstairs.
7-year-olds should not be by themselves at any point.
That's the problem, Chris. We're all laughing kids.
My mom left me at home at 7 years old by myself. She should not have did that.
I was just about to say, as parents now, when they leave their 7-year-olds by themselves, And I bet you, listen, Bella about to be 7.
My mom
Ask her to be her by herself.
Never.
Beat that ass.
Even if you're at home, I shouldn't be asleep.
But I definitely was at home.
Kids, listen to your
I should
parents.
not be asleep.
And they're still not gonna do it.
Kids, listen to your parents.
I'm going to sleep.
Dozing out is one thing. Sleeping, no.
If you're in your room and you say don't open the door,
They're not.
and somebody knocks on the door and they still open it at 7 and you're wide awake, you didn't say you were taking a nap.
Listen, I'm just gonna ask them why they did it and they're gonna lose.
I'm not saying don't tell them about what they did wrong. Don't. But at the end of the day, you're the one that's wrong.
Still on me.
You're an adult.
What you mean you're the one that's wrong? In terms of what?
Because I can still.
In terms of what? Like, you made responsibility. You're 100% responsible. Every situation
So
you're
that's what we're
responsible.
saying. I can correct you.
Responsible and wrong are two different things.
I get your point.
If I'm trying to teach a lesson, it's not about being right or wrong. I'm trying to teach you. That's what I think I'm missing.
It's kind of like this. If your child has a habit of running away, at the end of the day, you know, like, yo, I've done everything in my power to stop this kid from running away. The police don't want to hear that shit. If your kid ran away, it's like, yo, you kind of still responsible for this shit.
I've been in a scenario. My mom.
That's just what it is.
Chris, I feel you. We all have.
My mom has been home.
We all been there. Don't open the door for nobody. We all been there. Like, I think that's the biggest thing y'all are missing. We all had kids. All of us.
I spent my whole elementary school home by myself.
Me too.
So what? You're not the only
So
one.
what?
And just because your mother decided that it was okay to hold you accountable for that at 6, 7, 8, 10, it's different times. I don't think our kids are equipped enough to be like, oh, let me really resonate.
I tell my nieces and nephews now, at that age,
They might.
I said, y'all have way more shit than we have, that y'all have now that we didn't have.
Of course, you got read, you got all of that.
Shouts out to the topic.
Yeah.
One thing y'all gotta do is stop comparing shit to when y'all was kids.
I agree.
Bro. Time moves on.
I'm not even with a cat. I don't know when I would ever let my daughter stay home by herself.
I'm not trusting my daughter 7 years old to just be in the house. Or if it's just me and my daughter 7 years old.
To go to sleep.
And I'm not saying I'm not human. Yes, you will fall asleep.
You will.
But if you just gotta know.
If your kid fuck up some shit, that's on
That's
you.
on you.
That's drawing on the wall. That's on the door.
I think y'all missing my point.
You want to hold them accountable.
Go ahead.
You're ultimately responsible. We all agree on that.
Go ahead.
The value of telling them that, for the point of the question, is what do you do when it happens?
You're gonna reprimand them, but what does that even mean?
I'm not gonna.
He says it.
Why am I gonna be? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna tell you like, why would you do this? But at the same time, ultimately, I'm not even gonna apologize to her. Like, yo, you know what? This is my.
That's so this nigga apologizing for telling the kid to do something and they ain't do it. And he gonna say he's sorry.
I'm not a parent. I'm not sorry. It is what it is.
I feel you.
Because at the end of the day, y'all is out here.